2, 1.
Yo, welcome to the Beats and Chill podcast. I'm your host, Hometown. Of course, to my left, I got my dog Raul.
What up?
Jazz to my far right.
Hey.
Tyree in the building. Ace in the building. Dane in the building. We got Jada in the building as well. Everybody here on time.
Shout out Jada.
I had to just kind of look and just make sure.
Early. It's kind of early, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of early. Nah, it's down. We're here for episode 152. Got to get right into the sports, man. Let's get right into the sports.
Hey, man.
Probably the best season of basketball in the past.
Playoff basketball for sure.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the first time where, like, none of these teams have been in the finals.
Yeah.
So we get a new finals matchup. You know what I mean?
And a new champion.
Right. Anybody catch? Or well, we all caught the games. New York versus Indiana, Minnesota versus OKC. What game you want to start with first? Or what show you want to start with first?
Gonna start
them Timberwolves games have been kind of sad.
Yeah.
They're just getting their ass kicked.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's
Like, they're not playing bad, but they're not making shots.
OKC just a better team. It's like a better team.
Shit, I feel like Minnesota may be a little burnt out. That's what it looked like. It looked like they kind of a little burnt out. Like, they kind of just like, all right. Because I think, like, for teams to always play consistently deep into the playoffs, those teams are usually like the Warriors or like the or LeBron teams. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people not used to that, which is why, if you think about it, like, a lot of the LeBron teams had different players. You know what I'm saying? These players are going back into the Eastern Conference Finals back to back. It's like, bitch, we playing a lot of basketball.
A lot of them teams, like, traded up mid-season, too.
Like, a lot of teams they're not used to like playing that many games back to back every year. You know what I'm saying?
It's
It's your job.
your job.
No, I get it. I'm just saying that's why I feel like they may be a little burnt out because they knew.
I don't think they burned out. Because all the teams knew.
They
I
just
think
outplayed.
They're just getting beat. It's a better team with the better player.
At this point, the coach got to step in. They have to change up their game plan. The coaching has to, like, switch up.
Well, how do y'all feel about Shai's like ability to draw fouls, or do you think it's more of a flopping issue? Like, do you think that is a problem, or do you think that's just an issue of the game?
Problem. Same thing happened with James Harden.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a rule.
And I didn't like it with James Harden.
Yeah, but it's like if you got to be talented enough to exploit the rule. You know what I mean? Like, everybody just can't do that. I'm good enough to do that, so I'm gonna do it.
That's so you basically.
I mean, God bless the dead. Kobe used to do it, too. Get the ball, swing it low, get his arm underneath, and then shoot the
everybody
ball.
can
And
do it.
then,
Like, when you're one of the best players, the best player in the league, you're the MVP. You get favorable calls a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
That's part of the game.
But that is a thin line between. It's like that, and then it's if you're talented enough, you can do it. I feel like these niggas are talented enough to do that shit. Draw fouls. Niggas be able to draw fouls, but do they get the call?
But they're not all. Those same players aren't in the conversation for MVP.
That shouldn't matter. Is what I'm saying.
No.
I agree with
they're
that.
not as good. That's what I'm saying. They're not as good as him to do that. So that's why they don't get those calls. It's not as believable. You know what I mean? Like, he stops on a dime when he going to the rim and motherfuckers run into him, and he just fall on the floor.
But like you look at Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson plays the same way. Plays the exact same way.
he was getting fouled a lot last night.
You know what I'm saying?
hold
He
you.
plays the exact same way.
But
And it's just like,
I see what you're saying.
but he get calls.
He do, but Shai do get a lot of calls.
Fucking little meatball running around the goddamn court. He's like fucking 6 foot tall. You can't really like. SGA is like tall and he lanky. He can like you see his limbs flinging around when he fall. It looks more dramatic,
Believable
than like Jalen Brunson. He looked more like Patrick when he played basketball. He looked all big and stocky.
Look sturdy.
Yeah, so it's like
Had to have to catch that straight.
But Pat don't like him. Yeah, fuck it. Shit.
I mean,
Who y'all think gonna take it now? Like, at this point,
Indiana looks like a sure shot to be in the finals.
Yeah.
They just look like the team that's ready to be in the finals.
Yeah, they just New York getting outplayed.
They don't look like they know how to play organized, like, strategy basketball.
but they hooping though. But it's just like it ain't enough.
Yeah, they both playing. It ain't like they ain't getting blown out. It's not what happened with the Timberwolves. Like, the first game was a buzzer beater. You know what I mean?
The first game they shouldn't have lost.
Yeah.
Their defense don't look up to par. Like, they don't look like they on the same page. Like, even in game one, Mitch Robinson was just like that in that last like minute. He just seemed like he don't know what the fuck. Like, he just got in the game and forgot whatever the fuck his coach told him.
Yeah.
He got in. I was like, why did they score so fucking? It's like bad, bro. But I mean,
Like, they had a 13, 14 point lead
you know,
going into the fourth. And they blew it?
They had a 30-point lead with like 40 seconds on the goddamn clock. And they let somebody shoot
That Naismith,
six
yeah.
threes. Yeah, Nate Smith shot 6 threes in the fourth quarter. That shouldn't happen, but
It's crazy. 5 in a row.
part of the game. It should be entertaining though. I don't give a fuck who wins.
Yeah.
I'm broke, bitch. I got to pay rent on the first. Bitch, I don't really. Fuck all them niggas, man.
Oh man.
Well, no, it's been like a good. It's been a good round, honestly. I didn't catch the second OKC Minnesota game.
I didn't. You caught the game last night?
Yeah, I watched the New York Indiana game, and I just felt like
That was a good game because it was back and forth the whole time.
yeah, and it was crazy because Halliburton didn't have a good start in this game at all. You know what I'm saying? If anything, what's his name? Is it Miles Turner? I think is his name, the big man.
Yeah.
He actually like stepped up better in this game. 'Cause with the screen and roll, it was cooking his ass, and then like,
Siakam.
Siakam be balling.
bruh, it's like. But to me,
kind of fell off too though. But
Siakam and Anunoby, to me, kind of like match up well.
Yeah.
They both can like exert the same impact on defense as well as offense. But it's just kind of like sometimes their games don't always show up at the same time. You know what I mean? A lot of New York players seemed very quiet that game. It's just like shit.
yeah, I feel like Cat should be the star of that team. But it just,
He should, but he seemed very small in the fourth quarter, bro.
yeah, he seemed small in the game. Period. Like Jalen Brunson having 30 points does not make sense. To me.
But I'm saying he gets to the
After all
line. He
that.
gets to the line, right? He creates contact, but it just seemed like we talked about on Mike. It's like hey, we give you the ball, bro. Figure this shit out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it
saying?
looked like that too. It worked. We got him to the conference finals, but
Yeah.
it's
That
not
boy
gonna get him to
clutch.
the championship.
That boy Jalen really clutch like that. Like you give him the ball, he gonna make some shots.
We should have made that last one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's part of the game. I do think they'll get one in Indiana, but I do think they'll lose in 5 though.
I don't know. Y'all been watching WNBA?
I
Y'all
saw
seen
highlights.
Y'all seen that last Angel Reese highlight?
Man, Angel Reese sucks. That shit is crazy to watch. Like,
No.
she can get rebounds,
But she can't
shoot to
she-
save her fucking life.
like
That shit
that
is crazy.
Rebounding at the rim, putbacks. It was 5 of them. 5 putbacks, and 2 of them was blocked. You 6'3". You a professional athlete?
Maybe she didn't work on her shooting, but I feel like she worked on her shooting. You may see
Like-
If she work on her shooting,
jump
she can
shot?
be one of the greatest
Yeah.
WNBA players ever.
Yeah.
If
She
she can learn
got-
how to shoot the ball. But thing is, so if she works on her shooting right, she'll make more shots. But a lot of her rebounds be offensive rebounds from the shot
From
she
the
takes.
shot she just
so
missed.
like it'll be kind of like a detriment to her in some way. And I don't know if she can score enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she can score enough for it to outshine like the amount of rebounds she gets. You know what I mean? She gets
Well, if she's shooting jump shots, she ain't
So
gonna be
basically,
getting
saying,
no rebounds.
keep up the good work. Is what you said.
yeah, keep it
Yeah,
good work.
keep working.
Yeah, shit.
She got her podcast. Keep doing that too.
I mean, like, I think one of the unique things about her game is her mobility as a big in the
As
WNBA.
tall as she is, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She's not
able to-
tall.
She's what?
She's not tall.
She's not
She tall
for
in the
a
WNBA.
lady.
I think it's tall for WNBA, but like
Yeah.
in aspects of like moving your body, she's 6'3". She's not like 7 foot. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah. But it's different.
the
WNBA
WNBA
is different.
game,
A
she's-
6'3" male and a 6'3" female are moving
there's
different.
not a lot of 6'3" players in WNBA that's moving like her, which is why I think she still stands out.
Other than like Asia
Yeah,
Wilson.
okay. I get
You
you.
know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, we seen the shit with her, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark had fouled her or whatever.
Caitlin Clark said, "I'm not scared of you." I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a good.
It was crazy. That foul wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
It was like a regular like.
It wasn't.
But she fell. So,
Well, she failed, but it wasn't like a.
but she fell off the foul.
No, she failed because she flopped.
You think she flopped?
She 100% flopped.
100%.
It was one. It was like a foul. Like it's like a take foul. Like
I
I can't let you score this ball right here. Like you
Right.
right in front. Let me knock the ball like
Yeah.
again. And she dropped and she got it. I was just like,
Because if you look at Caitlin Clark's body language when she just kind of hit the ball, it didn't require Angel Reese to do all that.
yeah. I get flopping. I get fuck it. I mean, I
Yeah,
sell
sell
the
it.
play.
Yeah.
Sell the play. But you ain't got to get up like you about to beat this motherfucker ass. But I mean, fuck it. Sell the play though. I don't give a fuck. And they both got texts, so it worked out.
Oh, they both got text on
Yeah,
that?
well, she didn't get a text, but somebody got a text, somebody got a flagrant, so it worked in their favor.
Oh, okay.
But it just wasn't. It wasn't a hard of a foul though.
No, it wasn't.
Who won the game? Though?
We've seen hard fouls. That's
I think they lost the game.
Who?
Angel Reese. I think they lost the game because I think after the game, you know, you talked to the press,
Mm-hmm.
and she just seemed very annoyed when they was asking about it. And she was like, "It was a good foul. They won the game."
She been seem very annoyed. Period. But I think it's the whole like
Yeah.
people
Media.
pitting her against Caitlin
Caitlin
Clark,
Clark.
and it's just like I think we don't have to do that no more. Like Caitlin Clark is.
She's who she is.
Yeah, she's very, very good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so it's like, no, I'm
No,
saying
she is.
No,
She
no,
be
just
hooping.
like, yeah, she's like, looks like she's gonna be one of the greatest WNBA players ever right now. You
Yeah,
know
she
what I mean?
already like broke records. She's like number
I
3.
mean, tell Raul.
All right. So I told Derek, Caitlin Clark has played 50 games, I think, so far, and she's number 3 all time
Yeah.
in triple doubles. And Derek said, what was your excuse for that? He said, because W only been around. Nah, he said W only been around 25 years. And I was like, so?
50 games and to be number 3?
What I said was that he is undermining how difficult it is to get triple doubles. Triple doubles is a tough thing. 10, you got to get 10.
You're undermining how difficult it is. She's number 3 in it.
That's what we talking about. As
Already.
difficult as it is to do that in
But-
50 games, you already number 3.
Because there's not a lot of WNBA players that can do that, is what I'm saying.
Exactly. That goes to show how good she is.
Right. I mean, yeah, I think she's great. But what I'm saying is that, like, you're not also thinking about how, like, that statistic is not a common thing in the WNBA.
Oh, he's talking about it's like a 2K stat. Like it's like, whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in the NBA, niggas get triple doubles all the time.
Yeah, but
They don't-
we can't compare WNBA to NBA.
He did.
No,
he did at first.
No, I'm saying it shouldn't be difficult because it's not like she's playing against men. You know what I mean? That she playing against other WNBA players. So it's like a stat is a stat.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
you should be able to get a triple double. She ain't like, what's her name? Diana Taurasi.
You
Yeah.
say she should be able to get a triple double.
Other people should be able to get triple doubles.
But the thing is,
They're not as good.
they're not that. It's hard to do. It's harder to do
I
in the
like
NBA.
what you about to say. Because all I'm saying is, for somebody,
I like what you was about to say.
I'm just saying, if somebody can play 50 games to be number 3, if somebody was to come to the NBA now and in one season, well, I'd say 2 seasons, right, be number 3 in triple doubles,
We're gonna be like,
You would be
who
like-
is that?
what is going on?
Yeah.
But it's not even possible. You know what I mean? It was not even.
It's not even possible in the NBA because
I don't think it should be possible. Period. I don't think it should be possible in any sport that somebody could play less than 2 seasons and be number 3 in a stat.
Like, you know what kind of
All
flex
time.
that is?
All time.
but you might be that really good though. You might really be that good compared to the ones that came before you.
I start calling companies myself. Hey, I'm number 3. It's been 2 seasons. Well, will you put a package together for me? Yeah.
But it just goes to show that I think there's a change in the game.
Oh, it's gonna be a change. Yeah, it's
Because
Oh, yeah.
like she's probably the first ones to kind of break that, but I think we're gonna see people that's like, oh, like Caitlin Clark was hurt, like people saw with Larry Bird, right? But people, a lot of young generation don't look at Larry Bird as like this extraordinary talent, but it's like because we see so many small forwards that can do that plus more. You know what I'm saying? But he was
Yeah.
still one of the first ones that was like,
yeah. I was saying like
there's no way Magic Johnson's better
saying
than
like
this guy.
60 years, 50 years, they're gonna be like Caitlin Clark was playing against like plumbers and
Yeah.
same way they treat like Wilt Chamberlain and shit like that.
Yeah.
They're gonna undermine everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, the game always gets pushed forward as time progresses. The game always gonna get pushed forward.
What's the old girl that tore ACL?
Juju?
Juju?
Yeah, she was like breaking scoring records in college right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's
There's
like,
always gonna be that one person. Like Iverson was that person when he came out the way he was scoring.
yeah.
And then you have Steph Curry coming like 20 years later. He's scoring like he's scoring. There's always going to be that
Yeah.
one player that just
I was saying
sets
too,
himself apart.
around like the early 2000s, like right before 2010, we started seeing a new change of guards. We didn't never have like an over like the Westbrooks, the fucking
Kyries.
just niggas that point guards that can go down and like dunk on centers like that. That wasn't like an abundance thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't have every team didn't just have that where a point guard going and just cramming on somebody. So, you know, we just seeing a new change in the WNBA, but I feel like Caitlin Clark.
It's the food. It's the GMOs they put in that fucking food.
Tyson
People do
chicken.
crazy shit.
Let's go over to. We got to talk about the West versus Joey Badass that occurred over the past 2 weeks. Technically, it started early this year, I guess,
Yeah.
when he did his rulers back
Yeah.
with the whole notorious line, "Too much West Coast dick licking," and then I guess you know.
He came back with the Red Bull freestyle.
Which is
Well,
cool.
Ray Vaughn.
I
I think
love
Ray
that
Vaughn replied first,
Yeah.
that's true.
and then later on, or like a week ago or two, Joey Badass appears on this Red Bull cipher with Absol and Big Sean,
which was very good, by the way.
and decides to kind of go in and double down. And then we get a back and forth from the West Coast.
Where did it end at? Last thing I heard was like they said
It was like a bunch of niggas that like people kind of don't even know.
I don't even know it anymore. I know Daylight dropped the song, Reason dropped the song.
Daylight dropped a song called The End where he gave props to Joey Badass. Like, all right, we're going to put an end to this. It's getting too much.
They got a bunch of songs.
Yeah, it's like
It's
almost.
like a whole list.
Yeah, it's like a list of
I'm
songs. Like,
looking at
it's
it.
giant list of songs.
Hidden
But
J3, Daylight, fucking Jaquan, K Cash, CJ Fly,
I'll say the ones that matter
Ass Checky.
from.
Has Checky?
from I don't think that's his name.
No, was it AZ?
AZ.
AZ Chike or something like that.
oh,
Yeah.
Because then Joey Bad is called Ass Cheeks.
Jazz about to start beef.
I like this shit a lot.
But no, you had the ones that matter from the West
He be
Coast that
jamming
people
it.
paid attention to was Reason. Well, not Reason. Rayvon.
Rayvon.
Daylight.
Rayvon shit kind of slapped, though.
That
I like
whole-
Rayvon shit.
That whole
Rayvon
area.
shit kinda slapped.
Yeah, I did like it.
AZ Chike. You know, he had his response was cool,
Yeah.
but he get one and done, left it alone.
Yeah. It was all good. I don't know. It's like stuff that you would do. Like if I knew I was about to like announce my pregnancy and all this and release my album rollout, I would also engage in a beef. But me being on the outside looking in, it's like that shit. You lame.
Pregnancy?
What's his like? Was this real?
Yeah,
Was
that's
it
why
just all?
confused
Was it all?
about
fake?
Hold on.
Well, he
Yeah,
ain't pregnant, but he got a baby on the way.
Who got a baby on the
Oh.
way?
Joey Badass. You see his whole album?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
okay.
I was
So now it's like a whole
who's pregnant?
rollout. It was like I get it because I probably do it too. But as a fan of like just listen to the music part, it's like, was this just a play for that? You know what I mean?
Niggas was talking about too, like the production, like who picking these beats. And I don't know. I feel like some people like, bro, we ain't worried about the beat, bro. We worried about what
No,
the
we
niggas
are.
saying.
But
I like the beat.
It's like the thing like New York niggas
Conductor.
can't pick beats. So I feel like they pick bad beats a lot. You know what I mean?
I like the Conductor beat.
Can you imagine being a producer next to your homie and like seeing that shit online? Man, who making these beats? Like, damn, what the fuck? The fuck they talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Nigga rapping with his beat. Ass.
But it was some producers like, yo, y'all should use this beat. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? It was like, damn.
So is it going to keep going, the beef?
No, I think it's done. I think it's done. I think that it gave props because it didn't get nowhere. It wasn't like it didn't get to where it was like, all right, when I see you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it started with that energy anyway.
No, it
was,
didn't. But I'm just like, why Joey Bad is the only one from New York saying anything?
No, he wasn't. There was some other people from Pro Era. It's just that it was like CJ Fly.
It burnt out because no bigger artist joined in.
Yeah, that's-
if Kendrick would have said something like Joey Badass probably
Kendrick
wanted
wasn't
to, then
gonna
it would
say
have like
nothing.
gotten bigger. But because it stopped,
I need Griselda to say something. That's what I was looking for.
Nah,
It's like
Because it wasn't really like West Coast saying shit about New York.
it was
was
about Joey Badass.
They're just talking about Joey Badass. Joey Badass was like West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So it was all going after Joey Badass. Now, you had other members from Pro Era like Nick Caution, CJ Fly. Then there was other guys like it was the Kai Cash guy. Even Jadakiss son says J1 said something.
Says I'm gonna rap
No,
something.
he rapped. Like he put out a record. They was all utilizing like the Knicks playoff energy. And so people was using like
Well, they definitely ain't gonna rap no
artwork
more.
for the Knicks.
They definitely ain't gonna rap no more.
Yeah, that's
Goes 0-2.
But one thing that was interesting was Joey said a line about like Reason being cut from the label or something like that. And Reason responded with like a 3-song switch up,
yeah.
which wasn't bad. It was cool.
No, it was nice.
However, there was some real drama behind that I saw from, I guess you would call them from the South and from Atlanta, artists Ben Riley and Suave, right? So for those who don't know, Ben Riley, he put out 2 EPs recently, and Suave just dropped a latest EP
album,
called
yeah.
Billy 2, and he was tweeting. It was like, yo, this some lame ass shit. And he was like, this nigga used my hook. This nigga using my hook, and this nigga heard my music, and then he dropped receipts and put all of them in a group chat from Ben Riley, Reason, Deontay Hitchcock, like all kind of like this new like class of rappers. They was all in a group chat, and he was like, yo, tell me if I'm tripping, gang. And he posted like a comparison, and then you see in the response, Reason was like, yeah, like I forgot to hit you and tell you like basically like thanks for the inspo.
Here we go.
I was like, you know what I'm saying?
Cringe.
Now,
You can't just be coming out and doing shit by yourself with no label backing and start doing flagrant
That's
shit like
the
that.
purpose
That's
of
crazy.
having a
Now,
label to move
there were people commenting about like the hook was very simple. It was like he was saying some shit like let's get it, whatever, and he kind of like used the same shit on his diss. So people was like, I mean, people have used that before, like you know what I mean. But then he also said that the beginning beats of his diss record was something from Ben Riley's project or song or whatever. Yeah, so Ben Riley and Suave did a diss record towards Reason.
I need to hear that.
Oh, I gotta hear
real
that.
bad.
It's
Is it good?
Yeah, it's called.
I know it is.
It was. I can't remember
That
the
was
beat.
Suave be going
They use
on.
they use like a regular like beat or some shit. I can't remember like an instrumental from a classic record, and but they was both going in on him, calling him by his real name, Rob Gill, talk about he played basketball and they was going in on him.
Bitch, I play basketball.
They was going in on him. They was going in on him. I was like, damn.
I need to hear
you know what I mean?
this.
But it was weird. It was just weird because it's like, man, you know, like it's kind of cringe. Like, dang, bro.
It's one of them things where it's like people already looking at reasons. I say I started from the podcast with damn, what's that? Back on
Fig.
Fig, and then
Back
you,
on Third.
Yeah, then you move yourself from the label, and then shit like this happened. It's like you just kind of like
Discredit yourself.
yeah. You
Big
can't,
time.
like people already want to really like rock it with you,
Nope.
probably with no real reason. But
Right.
when you give them a reason to, oh, nah, you still a nigga shit. I definitely hate you now. You know what I mean? It's like, God damn.
Yeah, that's not a good.
I already don't listen to reason like that. You know what I mean?
That's not a good.
I just
Very
bought a
nice.
vinyl from this last project.
Damn,
and
you
I was
might-
just like,
Wasting money.
Damn,
Jesus Christ.
wasted money.
I don't fuck with Reason.
I need to
like
hear
that.
that song though. You don't fuck with him either.
His music is very mid.
Damn.
Since he was with TD, I was like, "What you doing? You do something." When doing that,
Poking him with the stick.
yeah.
Reason my best friend. Come on the Beats and Chill podcast, Reason.
Oh my god.
I fuck with his music, man. I like his
I
shit.
like Lambo Truck. That's the only real song I know.
That's the one with
Yeah.
Kaz
Oh, yeah.
I
on
like that
Revenge
song
of
a
the
lot.
Dreamers.
Yeah.
That's not even
That
on
shit
his
be good.
album.
Yeah.
I like some Gats.
The song Gas is cool. The
Oh,
White
yeah.
Bronco.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, y'all gotta check out that Ben Riley and
Ben Riley
Suave.
got a good album.
Suave's Billy
Suave's
2 is
album?
good.
Yeah. I listen
That,
to
that Billy 2 is nice.
I did not know it was finna go like that.
that shit.
Yeah, bro.
It's on my
raw,
end.
though.
I mean, his last album was good, but this album is like leaps and bounds over
He's
like
good
his
though.
last album.
He's
I need
really
that
good.
This record though, both of them on it. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
There was a thing too, just sidebar, but it had nothing to do with this record era. But Ben Riley was like on Twitter, him and his manager was trying to figure out who came out with the sound first, because a lot of people compare his sound
To Baby King.
to Baby Keem's sound. You know what I'm saying? It was like, was Baby Keem doing this before 2018? And I was like, maybe I don't fucking know. The first time, because I guess he's trying to say that he came out with it first or whatever.
What's the sound? Like,
Just,
Yeah,
just the way they rap, just like it's almost kind of like ad lib rapping, kind of. But
I saw
yeah, he
somebody
does.
calling a sassy Baby King. I was
What?
like, damn, why they do that?
Sassy baby.
These are the thoughts of Jazz.
cancel.
Because on Twitter.
Waiting outside the studio.
Yeah, but no, man, I definitely say check it out. I do think though, do y'all think this was a good thing for just like hip hop in
Yeah,
general?
it's
Yeah, it was
always
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Ain't nobody
Nobody-
getting killed.
yeah.
Just motherfuckers just rapping back and forth. It's just like look, it's just like sports.
Yeah.
I want to see motherfuckers get dunked on sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like the playoffs, like because the playoffs don't have any like star. It's all new people. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like the same shit. These like underground people, not underground,
Yeah.
but like. going
I
back
like
to
I like the fact that Joey Badass getting the shit off. I've always been a Joey Badass fan since 1999, so it's just cool to see that.
The project.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice.
Oh yeah. The project 1999. But it's just cool to see he could. A lot of people wrote him off because they're like, oh, you acting now. You ain't really worried about music. You ain't worried about rapping.
Yeah.
And he is worried about rapping, and he still got it. So
First of all, Raising Canaan season is nice. By the
I
way.
ain't finished it, but I mean I see who Breeze was and shit. It was cool.
Yeah.
So it's just good to see that. Hopefully all that same energy goes into this next project, so
Yeah.
it could be a successful project. Because 2000 was good too, the album. 2000 was good too. And I don't think it got that big of a reception. So hopefully this energy drags over into the next project.
Y'all think there was a winner?
Joey Badass.
Yeah,
I think Joey Badass came out on top of this.
I mean, I like the Ray Vaughn. I don't know. I ain't listened to all the songs.
I do like that rebound songs. Quit acting and get acted. That shit. I was like, okay.
To me, it was Joey because the amount of people he went
Yeah,
against. He gave bars to everybody that literally came at him. So, and they weren't. It wasn't trash. I thought Daylight was gonna get that boy up out of there since he's a battle rapper, but I guess rapping on a beat for a battle rapper is a little different.
I
A
want
lot of people
somebody
say he
to
was
diss
struggling with the
Jid.
beat. Trying to struggle with the rhythm of the beat.
Somebody's like, he rapped like he a mad scientist. I was like, yo. But for real, like, it wasn't. Joey knows how to rap on the beat and go in those different pockets, get them different flows. Daylight was just like, you know, I'm gonna come over here, and it was just like, all right.
I couldn't help but like compare like what they was rapping to like how people play basketball. It's like Joey Badass just had a smooth game no matter who guarded him. He knew how to get to his spots. He played with a lot of composure.
Yeah.
Everybody else is kind of just like, hey,
Ben Wallace.
Like they finally getting time, and like he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go crazy.
Bounce the ball,
Kind of like
two
what's the
hands,
one
drop
dude
step.
from Houston? He raw as Ricky the Twin.
Thompson.
Yeah, it's like watching him play against. I don't know. I would say like
Carmelo smooth.
yeah, like Carmelo Anthony or some
Joey
shit. Like
Badass, not Carmelo Anthony. Yeah,
you don't think so?
Could be.
hell no.
What y'all think Joey Badass is?
I don't know, nigga. Rasheed Wallace. I don't.
I can't do that.
You know what I mean?
I can't do it. Yeah, but nah.
Joey Badass is up there, man.
Carmelo Anthony.
He's a prime time player.
Joey Badass. I'm just saying Joey Badass is up there. That's all.
No.
No.
You don't think,
Okay, I see what you're talking about.
I'm just saying Joey Badass is like a rapper that can rap with the best of them, as we've seen.
Yeah, but they all in the NBA, so you know what I mean.
How you gonna move the goalpost? Well, you know, all the NBA.
He ain't no goddamn Carmelo, bitch.
I'll put him in the Carmelo category.
I think he's up there. I think this may have boosted him. I think this may have boosted his status as a rapper.
Carmelo was like top 3.
And was Joey
players.
Badass ever top 3?
Oh no.
Ever?
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I don't think Carmelo's a top 3 of all time.
I would say
Well,
Carmelo
he was in the
Anthony on
league.
the Knicks is better than Joey Badass ever in New York. New York loves Carmelo Anthony on the Knicks.
Joey got a classic like project. 1999 is considered like a classic project in the blog era.
Yeah.
Who you think New York love more, Carmelo Anthony or Joey Badass?
I don't know right now. You know what I'm saying?
Carmelo Anthony. They love Carmelo Anthony up there.
Hey man,
Even though that boy went to 2 different teams after. 3 different teams after. Yeah.
Lakers, Trailblazers,
OKC. They still love that man in New York.
Big Three.
Big 3.
we can wrap this up.
No, I did not know that song was gonna blow up
But
like that,
barely.
man.
I don't know why it did, and I hate that.
I saw the motherfuckers dancing on the light post in New York, and I was like, "Oh, this is funny."
Banger.
Now everybody using that shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, damn.
Yeah, the dance.
I'm just scared because now I'm gonna have to fucking play it at a homecoming next
You
year.
got to play that at a homecoming?
Man, they be requesting that shit. They high
I could
schoolers.
not.
The
How long is that song? Like a minute?
I don't know. I gotta download it.
Does it have? It has. I mean, a verse.
You get
It has a
I feel.
verse?
Does it? I don't know.
Is it a
I don't
clean
know. I hear
song?
stuff just on
Like, is it-
TikTok.
I find it clean.
I
No,
never
it like
know.
is it like vulgar?
Oh, I don't know. I gotta listen to it.
I don't even know
They
if it
should
has
put
a
Flo
verse. That's
Milli
the
on
crazy
that.
part.
I'd listen
That's
to
like
it.
hoochie coochie. Somebody like, oh, play that. I was like, oh, hell no. That song vulgar as a bitch. Even without the cuss words, I was like, mm-mm. Put it on my forehead and in my back. I'm like,
That's what 2K be. Sometimes 2K will just like put a song on there that's like, and they just take the words out, and that shit
Just-
just be
it's
like
just the
quiet. Like, bro,
might as well play the
yeah, just
instrumental.
take the song off.
Yeah.
She was a fair. I feel like
Go between the chicken mini. Yeah,
yes, you'd be a watch ton.
That shit don't sound bad, right?
Cause you got a big ass bag of Cheetos.
Boy, you can see self-consciousness from a mile away.
I had a bag yesterday. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god.
I mean, she can run a 4-2 for real.
Sure.
Hot Cheetos and outside sidewalk, man. She run a 4-2 off rip.
They don't taste the same though, as they used to taste like in the early 2000s hot fries. And shit.
Oh, for real?
Nah, they changed the recipe. But I heard they say if you go overseas and get like hot fries and shit, they say it tastes how they used to taste back in like the early 2000s.
Okay.
For real?
They used to put that shit in our
Yeah,
food,
they don't
man.
care about
That's
us.
all you got to NBA
Yeah.
players. Big ass shit. Fucking churchy chickens, nigga.
With steroids in it.
Shit good.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I can't talk about chicken.
Dad said, y'all ain't gonna talk about that churchy chicken.
I brought up chicken last pie. I was like, hey, which one you? The only one that like chicken in the pie right now? It's crazy. I did.
We was getting into it.
Oh, my
That's the
God.
show on that day.
All right, we ready? We good? We good? All right. All right, so we back, man. We have a special guest with us today, and I want to do a proper introduction. You know, so I got to go by and start off with the stats. With international spoken word artist, 5 times Best of the Bay recipient, author, model, entrepreneur, and founder of Spoken Words and Novacane Presents. Everybody clap it up for Novacane. What's up? Special guest on the pod. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I woke up earlier than I usually do.
Oh, yeah.
That's us every 2 weeks.
Trust me. I don't like it either.
But we're glad you're here. You know, I feel like it's been a long time coming. We
Yeah.
definitely talked all the time about always trying to maybe collaborate in some form of fashion.
For sure.
What's been new with you lately?
Oh, we just jumping right into it. So the newness is we are on hiatus for Smoking Words. So that's the newest
Okay.
thing. Of course, we can dive into that. And then I have some gigs lined up, so that's always exciting. Best of the Bay is back around, so nominations
Yeah, I
are
seen that.
open. Yes, so you drop Smoking Words, Novacane inside of there, so we can have that for 6 times. That would be great. But yeah, I got some pretty exciting events, gigs coming up, and I'm getting my 2nd book out this year. So that is
That's what's
the-
up.
Oh.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So we got a list of topics we want to go over, right? And I know everybody has, you know, we talked about it before many pods ago, but it's resurfaced again, and now we're back on the Megan and Tory situation, right? Apparently, Tory's team came out and said there's new evidence.
That Kelsey,
The girl
that
shot
Kelsey
her.
shot.
Fucking evidence, man.
He says new
It
evidence.
ain't
They said the bodyguard that was silent came out and now is giving his. I don't know what to believe now. Now I'm just like, you
It's
know
too
what?
much.
Yeah.
She got shot. That's what happened.
Definitely.
Yeah, she definitely got shot. But now it's like the Kelsey shot, but like no, Tory shot. There wasn't evidence. There's too much evidence.
And then he's apologizing for.
Yeah.
So why'd you apologize if you know you ain't shoot nobody?
Yeah,
That
that's,
don't mean no damn stuff.
that shit, that nigga. It ain't been no. He got it hasn't been no new evidence. Nothing's came out other than the
Nothing,
bodyguard.
Only thing that's been coming out is songs
Other than
from
what
jail.
he said, he made a
Yeah.
post and it was like,
And
new
look-
evidence.
He gets stabbed. It's cool. It ain't cool.
It's
But
not. It's cool.
he probably,
I don't even know.
He probably fell
But
on
that was
glass.
like a lot of stab wounds for him to really be like, all right, like, how are you alive still?
Yeah, that was funny. Somebody was like, "Are you sure they were like stabbing, or did he like fall on
Nigga
something?"
said it was
Like,
cool.
I don't want. I don't
Toothpicks? Are we
think
talking about toothpicks? Like, what did they use?
Nah, it had to
Like,
be prison shank. They said
Yeah.
both his lungs collapsed.
Too-
But
I
even
don't-
with that, they said when both your lungs collapse and you're on the breathing apparatus, you don't get off within a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he got stabbed 14 times.
I don't know if his lungs collapsed.
Yeah, I'm not really believing it. Sorry, I mean, but it's like.
I need like a medical professional to get on here and be like, yes.
Yeah.
Not your
We
Instagram. and say,
examined
it.
Yeah, that's
Tyree got
crazy.
stabbed.
Yeah,
This is your podcast. We can shoot tomorrow just in case you.
I just always thought that, like,
Picture
regardless,
laid up.
like whether he shot or not, like it was the way you was antagonizing the girl
Yeah.
after the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it's like, what's that about? You know what I mean?
Karma's a bitch, man.
But it's also
Yeah.
like You didn't say who shot her. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you didn't say
yeah,
somebody
that's
else did
true.
it.
At
You
first
didn't-
she
you didn't
stepped
take-
in, I thought she stepped on glass.
Yeah, like you didn't take the stand.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
That-
when
that
the
was-
case
that was the
first
first
came out,
thing.
I was like, I believe. Like, okay, you didn't shoot her. Okay, what's going on? I was all right. I'll delve into the skepticism of what's going
Yeah.
on. But once the case over, and you won't say somebody else did it, and you didn't take you took it to trial. Like, well, fuck it then. Like,
Yeah, you had a
guilty,
whole
nigga. Like,
trial.
sorry.
And said you were guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Have
too
fun.
late.
See,
Too
see
late
you in
to
10, buddy.
Right.
I'm snitching to you right now. I fucking lie and say somebody else did it before I do fucking 10 years. Like, he didn't even do that.
Yeah.
I would have said it was a straight bullet. He was just.
And the
I'm
story
Straight
was
bullet.
crazy. Like, I can't take a mother away
They be
from
hunting
her
deers in the
children.
back.
What about your children?
Damn.
fuck by nobody kids, bro. I'm not doing 10 years. I'm
Yeah, that's
damn.
crazy. But it's been, so the thing is, it's like now, so she, DreamCon, it's just like a black anime convention.
RDC World, RDC World's
Right. And they in Texas.
convention. Yeah.
Right. So, they've been always talking about, like, hey, we want to get Megan out here because she's into that as well. They finally announced that she's a part of it. And somebody who runs their Twitter, I think, retweeted a comment under Meg's post or something about Tory Lanez.
They liked one of
Or-
Tory's things talking about the new evidence. So they
Okay.
liked
That's
some
what it was.
posts and something
On
like that.
Twitter?
Yeah.
I
so
thought
they
you
liked
could see
some
people's
stuff.
likes on Twitter.
I can't
You can
speak
see
to
people
it,
like,
but
you
it
can't
was
see-
like,
you can't see people bookmark.
Yeah,
so it was
it'll
like
show up in your
they
notifications
liked
sometimes.
a bunch of the posts and they had to go back and apologize to
Yeah.
Meg.
And it was just like,
Oh damn.
and then, granted, this isn't the first time because this happened like before, where like I guess they made it was like a sketch that they retweeted or reposted over somebody's like comments about the whole Tory Meg thing. You know what I'm saying? So this was like the second time, and they made another post about it or whatever. And it's like
Did she back out or did she?
I don't think she made a
She does.
I don't think she made a
Yeah.
comment about it. I don't think she said anything about it, but it was just kind of like, some people are like, they don't deserve her. Da,
Yeah,
da, da,
no,
da.
for sure. Because
Yeah.
they don't respect her at that point. 'Cause
Right.
y'all are- And whoever's running the social media, like, come
That-
on now.
yeah, that's
and
who's
then
that- that's
it's not
who's that
one
blame.
time, but
Fire
it's
that
2 times.
person.
Is it the same person?
That
They need
nigga
to
gotta
be
get
fired.
fired.
Is it the same
Gotta
person?
be.
Clearly, they are free Tory. They walking around with a t-shirt at work rally right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
That worked right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, how does that happen? And this is supposed to be the last one too. So it's just like,
How
That's
many
what
of
it-
them has it been?
I think it's been like what 3 or 4.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
enough
It's like
to just
a
be
like a
the
group of
last
like
one.
5 or 7 people, so it's a lot for them to put on. So
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
They said that's what happened. You got these incels running your Twitter accounts and shit like that.
once
Yeah.
a nigga like animated,
Shit like that happen
incel.
because it could be a regular person. You can think you signed into like your regular page and you on there liking shit.
Liking stuff.
You like, oh
Facts.
shit, I'm on
Oops.
the wrong fucking page.
You got-
My bad. bitch.
got to be more careful.
Right.
And
And
then-
it's too late because them fans catch stuff fast. I'm
Yep.
talking about-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
quick.
talking about-
Screenshot.
One thing they be
instantly.
catching fast is when they like, oh, so and so don't follow each other no more.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you?
Peep that so quickly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, y'all just
Yeah.
walking
Stuff
through.
like that.
Yeah.
I ignore it because like I feel like I shouldn't care about everything. Like, I don't give a fuck if somebody unfollow somebody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It ain't that fucking serious.
Right.
Like it's been people that I swear I was following and I see their page and they be like follow back. Well,
Yeah, I'd be like,
I
oh.
followed you for fucking years. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? I see your
thought-
fucking post.
I don't know what happened.
So it's like-
right. No, I agree.
They try to get at Glorilla too, because I guess she retweeted something, or she reposted something on
Yeah.
Instagram,
Yeah.
but like the post had a Tory Lanez song on it.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think.
Okay,
that's
but
serious,
that's
bro.
weird though, because Instagram, if the original poster put a
Yeah, it's
song
gonna
on
play.
it, is gonna repost
Yeah.
with the song on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
It's not like
that's,
her
So
fault.
if you-
that's what she said. She was like, I didn't even notice that was the
Yeah.
song that was attached.
Yeah, because
So
if you're
that's
watching
hard.
it on silent,
yeah,
It
then
ain't-
you don't
you
even
know.
matter. And I don't pay attention to sometimes when I repost something that there's a song on. I'm like, did I
Yeah.
put that song on there? And then I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh no,
Like,
the
oh,
original
shit.
post
So
has
it's
it.
like-
Yeah.
People make you care about shit that you shouldn't.
Yeah,
care
it's
about.
like- it's
Opinions
too
that
much,
you should-
yeah.
I don't fucking
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
The internet's weird.
Yeah, I mean, being a celebrity is just probably one of the most difficult things today.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sia had the right idea. Like she put a paper bag on her head and
You
was
ain't gonna
like,
see me.
I don't even know what she looked like real good, honestly, truly.
yeah, but it's just that's the whole thing, and then we'll see if she does show up or if she like backs out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like
But
that's
If she does-
Glorilla and Megan, they did not follow. They still followed each other.
They followed each other
They
back was
still
the
followed.
story
Yeah.
apparently.
Who?
That they
Glorilla and
re-followed
Megan.
each
Oh,
other.
okay.
Yeah.
Because they probably wanted to say internet blow shit up. It was like,
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Glorilla was saying,
They
is
probably
that the internet was stirring everybody
yeah, like,
up.
it's one of the things I'm not even about to
Yeah.
apologize for this.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking sorry.
That same thing happened with Lotto and Anasia.
I don't know who Anasia is.
She's
She a rapper.
Oh,
yeah, she a rapper, but they was trying to basically put them against each other, and they was saying that Anasia was talking about Lotto, and then Anasia was like, "Y'all need to stop stirring up this shit." 'Cause it's not
I don't
like
know, but
that."
sometimes the girls do be low key petty, and
That's
they subliminal, and they won't admit to being subliminal, and then it just gets into a thing sometimes. So it's weird. I don't know. The internet's just weird altogether. So
Hey man,
it's weird.
That's a
I'm on my
professional.
business.
If anybody know, I know she know.
Yeah, the internet is weird. I've literally been on there since. Yeah, and I think this is the same page I've had for like 10 plus years. My posts go back to like 13, I think.
Yeah.
So like it's
So
been
you
the
can't trust
same
somebody
page.
who delete all their posts on Instagram.
I say that all the time. We know why you delete them,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know, at the same time, like if you want to go and be a different person, like please leave the state. You
I
act
do
like
everything.
you act like real Tampa is
make
not
a-
gonna post a picture of
That's
your
very
old
true.
body. That's so funny to me. Every time I see one of the old bodies, I'm like, "Ooh, gotcha, bitch."
Hey, they be
Like-
posting club pictures, and I be like,
I got me one of them fucking club
Bro,
pictures.
you be like a whole different person, bro. You be a whole different person.
Funny.
Like,
I don't really care. I feel like it's the glow up now.
Oh my goodness.
It don't mean
you
nothing.
get
to me.
sweaty and piranha. Like, damn. All right.
the white tee.
And it's bad too because certain clubs really got the worst of you. Like Green Gators, nobody ever dressed up to go there.
That's funny.
Like, and we were drinking sink or swim drinks. We're out here damn near
Sweating.
dying. You know what I'm
Sweating.
saying? And then you have the nerve to walk around with a camera. Please don't ever repost those shots. Those ones y'all can keep.
T-shirt collar look like a potato
I'm
bag.
talking. You got 5 girls' makeup on your
Oh,
clothes.
man.
None of our makeup matched at the time. Everybody white. It was crazy. Eyebrows this big. It's crazy.
Yeah,
A lot more hood than
terrible.
you used to be.
Oh,
Very
man.
I got a picture like
Very
this.
weird.
You holding hands like this.
That's how why? Because why? And we were bad too.
Good time.
Good times, man.
I bet we can get twerked on, can't get twerked on. No
Very true.
more. Days over.
My
cameras.
godson just went to his first dance. He went last night. It was an 8th grade dance. He came home and was like, "Mom, the girls were twerking their butts on me." And it was so funny because I was like, I remember they were snatching us off of each other in the 8th grade.
Nah, they don't do
Like,
that.
they was
They
like,
don't really
don't
like
do
depending on the
that.
school. They don't really do that. They just kind of let it as long as the music is clean and it
They let
ain't
the
like
kids
too
do
bad.
whatever.
They just be.
What?
I be
No.
like, hey,
What?
I be
Yeah,
sitting in
you
there
have
with
to
a
go in the
ruler.
middle. The niggas be on the
6
outside
inches,
corner.
please.
go in the middle.
But
Yep.
that's where shit get down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
They-
funny.
they ain't play
That's
that shit
funny.
when we
Oh
was
yeah,
cool.
when
They
it got
was
that
like-
big circle and you blocked in.
Them motherfuckers-
Oh, teachers couldn't even get inside the barricade.
Yep.
We had
Get you a quick little 15 seconds. And they act like that happened.
Did y'all ever like be nervous before when the school dance and then like
Yeah.
Was
I
y'all-
wasn't that nigga in school.
but y'all ever pop off the dancing? Like who would be the student to pop off?
Oh no, I'm never that guy.
Oh,
I'm too tall, bitch. I'm too big, bitch.
I was
it be the one where the nigga
dancer.
come behind.
We
you,
made
get
up
you one of
dances and all. Don't play with us.
And somebody go dancing, they find somebody else to pull out.
these. Yep.
I'm like, come on, bro, don't come to me, bro, don't come to me.
Yeah, that was a thing. That was a
I
thing.
would dance. I ain't gonna hold you. I was a dancer.
You was a
ass nigga.
dance. I mean,
Hey, remember
and
we
that
was
was
in fucking
it.
Miami? Remember we started fucking dancing in that goddamn club? He was twerking, y'all.
I didn't imagine he would have twerked. That's not what I
can't
thought in my head.
imagine,
That's not what I saw.
Hey,
I'm so high. I said, damn.
hey, that's your good
drunk.
times, man.
Yeah,
He jumped into a split.
he was dancing like Chris Brown.
Stop it.
Nigga dance like Chris Brown.
We was living there cranking up, man, because DJ was playing some slaps, man. You playing like some old school Tampa shit.
Oh, the old Tampa said. That's what I was gonna say. Like I graduated in like 2007, so that's Tom G. When I got to high school, City Boy, we had one lunch. We were in the cafeteria, literally music playing. People brought a speaker. Everybody's back here dancing.
Yeah.
So that was that time. We all danced. Even when we got to Mirage, people were still dancing.
Yeah.
Like
I
we
never
were
did
still
a
dancing.
ride.
Mirage.
I know with the
Empires,
Mirage.
the-
I know with the Mirage. I used to, but I went to all the other spots.
He just,
Y'all was
wait,
close.
you know.
Y'all go to like Empire.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
Empire.
Full
I was
Moon.
Empire.
Full moon.
I
Yeah,
ain't really
full
hit-
moon for sure.
My first teen club was Underground.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a good
It
one.
was a good
My
time.
first teen club was Quench.
Yeah.
I did Quench.
What was the other one they had?
Groovy Mule was a thing at a
I
time
remember
over
that.
here.
Del
It's a
Mabry.
strip club now. What, Lookers?
It was one by Tech.
You remember the crunk parties back in the day?
Nah,
I remember the club, but I never went though.
I don't think I went to a crunk
Hosted by Lil Jon.
party. Close enough. Those nuts.
Oh man.
Yeah, keep Tory ass locked up, man. That nigga.
Wow.
Needs to stop fucking.
Agreed.
Keep his hands off some fucking guns.
No need to stay locked up. Diddy need to stay locked up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
It is,
Keep him.
That nigga a monster.
That is crazy.
The trial has been fucking crazy. All the
Yeah.
stories coming out.
Yeah.
That Kid Cudi shit kind of funny though.
Yeah,
Did
Kid
you
Cudi-
hear what he
You know what's
said
funny? I hear-
about him standing there looking like a
Looking like
super?
No, but really though, because I was just thinking about like that Joker, the whole remake he did of the Joker,
Yes.
and it really just like really fit. Like it really fit. 'Cause how dare you? Like I could see him like if it was him, like he was just like cuts open the top of the car, sits his little cocktail inside.
Yeah, you ain't gonna
Takes a
drive this.
match.
It walks away.
I feel like it was so like he probably like.
Yeah.
Oh, so they said Diddy, he did the cocktail shit himself.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did it
That's
himself or
what-
not. He said he doesn't know what it's about, but I feel like he's the type of person that would like
Yeah.
that. He feels like a spiteful, like I'm
He gonna
setting
do
this
that
on
shit
fire.
With the Kid
himself.
Cudi shit, I was talking to Christina about it, and I was like, I understand that part because like it's I see motherfuckers like somebody like this is my girl and you fuck with my girl. Like, bro, people kill people over their girlfriends all the time.
That's true.
So it's like me saying, I'm blow your fucking car up.
Literally.
It's not that far fetched to blow a nigga's car up.
It ain't far to blow a car up.
But people,
It wasn't like a normal car. It was a Porsche.
Not when you live in a world where people kill people over women. So to blow somebody's car up ain't really just like he ain't in the motherfucker. What's
Yeah.
supposed to be in it?
No, but I would like to say I think that Kid Cudi is a big enough artist for him. He can't really just unalive him while he's on the backside of it and
True.
catch
Yeah.
it. It would have been he would have got caught up. So that's the
audacity of
I
it.
don't even want to call him. That was that was the hoest thing he could have possibly done because like it was just so not gangster. You
That's
took a
very
cocktail.
true.
This nigga ain't bring gas.
That remind me of
This
Waited
nigga
Up.
ain't.
It's a Molotov cocktail. Like you put the goddamn.
Oh, you made a. That's what that
Yeah,
means when you make a
Molotov.
pipe bomb.
Yeah, you
This
Basically
nigga made
put
a
it-
pipe bomb.
Waiting to exhale. Wait, no, that
That's
reminds
from
me of
Waiting
Waiting
to
to
Exhale.
Exhale.
And you know he literally threw it and walked away the same way.
No, he got music videos when he walk away
That
from
nigga was
fire.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna drive this no more, Playboy.
That
You ain't
shit
driving
is
this Porsche
crazy.
no more,
That was
Playboy.
crazy. But Cassie, he said he believed that they weren't dating each other anymore. So I would probably like, and he looked like a super savior type of dude. Look at his nail
Yeah,
polish.
I'ma
You
help
know
him
what I'm
with
saying?
savior.
He was like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna try. And then he got scared. He was like, no.
Yeah.
And then he just bold-faced
Too tough
lied
for
to
me.
me.
But that nigga did say he was ready to throw the fisticuffs. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm ready to fight."
But I'm never gonna fight a motherfucker that say he'll blow up my car. I will fight.
Not
him.
saying.
You don't believe a motherfucker that say that.
Yeah,
You don't. I blow your fucking car up, nigga.
Or to not
Okay.
nobody get in trouble. At that
Yeah.
point, like I can't even fight you. Now somehow this gonna blow back onto me. Like you blow up a
Yeah.
car, you move my cameras, you get inside my crib. Like it's a lot of
Open
stuff
my
like
Christmas
that got stuck.
presents.
Like bro,
Dog.
like open
The
the
Christmas
presents.
presents is crazy.
Put the dog
It
in
sounds
it.
very
Like what
villainous.
is wrong with you? I'm sure that man tried to draws. Like he probably sniffed that man dirty draws. I'm talking about like put the whole ass part in his mouth. It was like like
Open my prisons is crazy.
yeah. I like the way these smell, Playboy.
you know what I'm saying?
He is a villain. He is
You
a
know?
villain.
And a very freaky boy.
Oh man,
He is freaked out.
Makes Scorpios so
But-
they're just so bad.
yeah.
with us.
Which these is? These the Hanes
Took it to
Playboy.
another level.
Keychain.
I don't kink shame.
I'm there's certain kinks. There's certing kinks for me. I'm
You can't be
done.
breaking in nobody's house smelling their drawers.
I didn't know that.
Tyree.
I didn't read the tweet.
He made up the draws part, but the breaking in the house
The
absolutely
Christmas
happened.
Yeah.
presents and the dog being in the bathroom is
Yeah,
awesome.
why was
That is
they
true.
focus on the dog so like they lock the dog up and then
Because he
afterwards?
said the dog seemed traumatized.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's people love their dogs.
That's crazy.
Well, maybe he beat the dog up a little bit and then like
He could have did something to the dog.
yeah, I don't know, something wrong with him. I don't like it.
With the Diddy case, do y'all think they're gonna have enough information to like prove him guilty on the RICO part, or you think they're like leaning more on the
They're trying to do
just like not slander his name, but just like make him look like an evil person and like had a jury convinced that because he did all these other things, he had to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah,
The
I don't
sex
really see much of the
trafficking.
Rico stuff coming
Yeah.
up, but I just see like mostly just the abuse.
He's a bad person.
he is a horrible.
Yeah.
I don't, I-
Because they what they really doing, because they had like Cassie Reader like text and all that stuff. So what they really doing is like making it seem like a lot of it was consensual. And like, yeah, he's a bad person, but most people with money are bad anyway. And she was consenting to a lot of this stuff. So it's really not
Sounds so
that
crazy.
bad. You know what I'm saying? Even though it is. But
Yeah. But they also saying that like you hear people say like, but she stayed for the money. Why she just didn't leave? Like we clearly saw a video.
Yeah,
But she was trying to leave.
Yeah.
And he came over and clotheslined her. Like,
Yeah.
what are we talking about?
And even still, like, I think there's a scary part in we don't really know what
the fuck was going on
what
for
one
real.
was
Yeah.
going on or what you have seen. There's probably stuff that she's not even going to talk about
Yeah.
outside of the stuff that involves her directly,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So who knows what violent things you really got to see? Who knows, like, even like stuff you can't prove that he did? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's just like if you watch somebody blow up a car, they don't get in trouble. Nothing happens. You're breaking into
Yeah.
homes. Nothing happens.
I'd be scared too.
I'm scared. Like I
Yeah.
don't even know if I can move anywhere
Can't
without.
breathe.
Like I got to be a witness on witness protection program or something. You
Yeah.
got enough money to chase me down anywhere. Like
Exactly.
literally, he has enough money. That's crazy. So I could understand the scared mindset.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I'd ever be inside of that mindset because
no.
first time put your hands on me, I guess I'm gonna be in
The
prison.
ambulance coming.
So why she didn't leave. I can understand her not leaving.
But to kind of go back into this, the
Yeah,
go
it's
back
like-
into the space.
It's like, how much? I don't know, cause she's a victim at the end of the day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But it's like,
There's the effects of like trauma from
Yeah,
abuse
yeah.
from abuse
Yeah.
that like
What's that word? Munchausen syndrome or something like that.
Yeah.
When your captive keeps you and then you
Stockholm
wind up
syndrome.
feeling
Yeah.
Stockholm, one of those.
one of my
yeah.
homeboys was in the military. He said that shit real. He goes, we was like in the field for like a week, 2 weeks at a time. He said there wasn't no shower. He wasn't really like getting any like amenities like that. And when them boys came in with like food, we was like, oh man, thanks. Thank you so much. He goes like, I remember feeling like, even though this the nigga that put me in this situation,
Yeah.
I was so grateful that he had did something for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, he goes, so that
I
feeling is a real
understand.
feeling.
No, for sure. I think that's a lot of people. People staying in parent households, relationships.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
he
Like,
said at the Dave Chappelle special, he talked about the story in the book Pimp, and he was saying like how his prostitute was like, she was like tired of it and all this, that she's ready to quit. I'm done with this, and then he set up a whole thing to kind of like convince her that she needed him by like tricking her to.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
all right. Pot.
All right.
oh, did he?
I hear y'all talk about me in Tampa, Playboy.
that'd be real crazy.
Right?
So Sherry Cruz just flew in
man.
the damn sky.
But like, just to piggyback on that, like you said, like she was probably like afraid to leave and stuff like that, and he liked her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what about the people
talking
that?
about Diddy?
Yeah, Diddy liked her. So what about the people that he didn't fuck with?
Yeah.
And what did he do to
Oh,
those
yeah,
people
yeah,
that
yeah.
she might have seen and was like,
scared to
And that-
see the worst. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it could have been worse for other people.
And that's been like my biggest gripe with the situation. And like a lot of situations like this. I don't like when it's like, I watched the documentary with Diddy a few months ago, and it's a lady that worked at Vibe or whatever. He did some crazy shit to her. He like,
Oh, yeah.
he choked her or something, and she said she pushed it out of her mind. She forgot about it, and she worked with him for like 10 years after that. And I was just like, I don't really. It was like, it's good when you like benefiting off of it, but when it's like when you don't work with him no more, it's like now you remember everything. It's just like I kind of like. Don't like,
It's hard to- yeah.
With the Cassie, like she got this lawsuit for whatever $1 million, you know what I mean? But it's like it's a lot of people that's smaller than her that didn't get the benefits of like being
Right,
in a
right,
relationship
right.
with Diddy for 10
Right,
years.
right.
That didn't get the settlement.
right.
Now you want to come testify, you know what I mean? It's like I don't really like.
Okay, so in Cassie's situation, Diddy hasn't changed.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't changed. So now there's going to be another young girl attached to him in this same predicament. So I feel like there was a space in the media needing to know who he is, and anybody maybe anybody can have this same. If you're gonna choke out somebody that you work with, an exec, regular people, you put this type of violence in front of anybody's face, not caring their beliefs, anything that they got going on, anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like he really doesn't need to be on the streets. Like, that's just kind of that part. But do I also understand, like, Lil Wayne's girlfriend, he breaks up with her on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And then she makes a post. And she's like, and he's been hitting me. Girl, we don't give a
Like,
damn.
nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't
don't
doing
give a
that. You
damn.
should have said that 3 weeks ago.
That's what I'm saying. How you just about to now because you got kicked out and it's not working out for you.
In front
and
of her
again,
jit at
it's
that.
not, and then the kids back there like, yeah,
Yeah.
mom, yeah, she did. we're out. Like it's like, so that situation is like, it's like weird, and it's not to say like Lil Wayne might not have done that or whatever, but it's just to say like, girl, be quiet, because we don't even know what type of person you are. We don't even know you.
Yeah.
You might be the type to be swelling up on people. Nobody knows what kind of person. Just please leave us alone and go find you somewhere else to stay. He's on tour.
Yeah.
He's on
I'm one of the people like I want the law system and the judicial to do their job. You know what I mean? I'm pro like if I'm selling dope and I'm in jail for selling dope, I don't want you to bring up that I killed somebody in '96 or whatever to prove that I'm selling dope.
No criminal wants that.
I get that.
You got to do your job.
I was selling drugs. I wasn't killing nobody.
But have the evidence of what you're prosecuting me for. You know what I mean? To put me in jail because.
But it's really just convince the jury because you want to paint this picture for the jury.
Convince the jury of the crime, not convince the jury that you're a bad person. So you did.
But that goes into the coercion of the jury. If you say you're a bad person, then it's very likely you might have done these things. So that's why they That's why they paint that.
That's how niggas get put in jail for years. Like, oh, you robbed a
No,
nigga
you're
in
right.
97 in 2000.
Yeah.
We arrest you. Well, you did it, so you had to do this to this person.
No, I totally agree, but that's why they doing it.
No, but it's, I don't agree with it.
No, for
I
sure.
disagree with
And
that
no,
too.
you're right. They just treat us differently, and that's why it needs to be more black judges just all together, right?
Yeah.
But privilege. That plays a part in with white kids a lot of times, and they get off because they never were taught any different, or because their lives were so privileged, and they never did a bad thing, and they never. So in that way, the good behavior will get you off for doing something crazy because you've been good your whole life, and he had a mental break, or his dad just died, or his fucking cat just died.
Not the cat.
I mean, they go crazy for no reason, right? They go crazy. But you know, for us, like they have to paint that picture to where you're like a bad person. So I understand why it's happening. Do I understand why? It's just not fair for us because you know it never weighs out well for us.
They always do that.
Lock Diddy ass up for blowing up cars
Yeah,
and abusing
crazy.
Cassie, prosecute for that. Don't
Yeah.
Rico shit. It was a Rico with one person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How was that even possible? You know what I mean? Like,
One person Rico.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Now I do want to get to the last topic to lighten the mood a little bit. The captured prisoners. The jailbreak of 2025.
You put money on any of them?
I ain't got no best. They got
I heard they got parlays and
I heard there's bets.
I heard they got
They're
parlays for real.
It's 5 out left right now.
yes,
It was 10 and now it's 5.
They said them niggas was walking around in the street. They got like
I know I see one of them went home and had like some fake Pumas on or some shit.
Hey.
It's
Man,
real
sleep at
crazy
the
to
bus
go
stop.
to your home.
sleep at a bus stop.
yeah, bro. You know if you break out of prison,
Like you don't have nowhere to go for
you don't
real.
have nowhere to fucking go. Like, them prisons be in the middle of America sometimes.
I mean, that's
Like,
cool, but like, it's better than being in prison. So
Absolutely.
I'm not about to just hang around in my area. I mean, I guess like, I don't know.
How would you
Yeah.
feel if you were one of the ones that got caught? Are you rooting for the ones that didn't get caught yet, or are you just like you hating?
Depending on it depends on how good of a time I was having.
Outside,
How good of a
They
time.
probably
If
wasn't
I
having
was
a good-
chilling outside,
Yeah.
I'm hating.
mad.
But if I was like hungry and like wasn't nobody respecting me, it's cool.
Dang, did you go and get good food when you got out first?
What money?
That's true.
I'm going right back because I'm stealing.
You've been eating bullshit for like God knows how long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You get out,
crazy. No, for sure.
you gonna be hungry or you gonna be horny one?
Both.
Oh,
Both?
man.
What do you mean?
That's
Both?
hard. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, they
I mean-
said that boy got caught.
Well, no. Okay, so people are getting arrested now. One of the ladies sent somebody money.
Oh yeah, I heard
There are
about
people
that.
getting arrested. So, like, you talking about, did you get a good meal? Somebody got money sent to a cell
Now
phone.
they got a secret account.
They got a phone and money sent to it.
Even they said one of the workers, he turned the water off so that they could leave.
Oh wow.
And he got cased up too.
That's
Because they took
That's
the toilet.
dumb.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
risk
they
your
sent it to
job.
it.
So-
And it makes sense because you would have burst the pipe if.
Yeah.
What's going on outside?
Yeah.
So I was like, damn. So this was more than just them 7.
Yeah, I thought they just were so smart that they figured it out.
I thought them-
Somebody gave y'all this.
Yeah.
No, what I would have been mad is if I was the 11th or the 12th person who missed the window to get out.
And they
Damn,
put
I thought we
the
were going to
too
lunch
easy
first.
sign over the toilet. It
Bro, that
was
was
easy.
real crazy with the too easy.
Too
You looking
easy.
across the cells, you be like, damn, that's a hole right
You're right.
there.
You got help.
It's one of the dudes. I guess a dude on the name Derek. No, not.
Hey, he
But
right
they
here.
was like, they want to catch that motherfucker. They see that he murdered like 2 people.
Oh man.
But the story
No.
was, I think like 2 cops or 2 people killed his parents.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
The
did
Grove
see
guy,
that.
that one. Yeah,
He got
no, I
older.
think they're rooting for him. Everybody is rooting for him.
Killed the motherfuckers. I'm like, man, that's-
And
Wait,
then the
what?
family been hiding since they found out he
I
got
guess,
out of
some
jail.
Officers or something killed his family, his mom and dad, something like that. This I also may be completely
I
wrong.
saw
Yeah, I
It's on
can't say no,
Facebook.
it's on Facebook, so I
That's
can't
on
say if it's
Facebook.
valid because Facebook is wild and
Yeah.
they lie
Yeah, they
real
be
bad
lying.
on
And basically
Facebook.
having pictures of like Morris Chestnut and goddamn
Yeah, it'd be
Justin
crazy.
Bieber, like
Yeah, yeah.
his forgotten son.
Yeah, what are you talking
Fuck is
about?
this?
And then it's a whole blog post about it too with a link.
Yeah.
Like, read
Full of
more.
ads as soon as you click on it too.
Oh my God, can't be look what Grandy doing.
But you know, I mean, I think this is a funny story. I feel like somebody gonna make a movie out of this soon.
It will.
It's gonna be on
On
Tubi.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
definitely gonna be on
exactly.
Tubi.
6 months.
Absolutely.
Tubi.
Oh, you seen the lady got out of prison? Drop lady.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
and she
did
already
see
looked like she's
that.
scheming.
Yeah.
Selling already. Selling something
I
already.
thought she was
forgot.
doing a back to school thing. I was like, back to
School
school.
ain't even out yet. It's like, no motherfucking scam.
You ain't even out yet.
Back to the end of school. The fuck?
7 notebooks full of scams. And then they
Fuck
collect
with
it.
scammers, man.
Scammer
Don't scam me, but
tutorial.
Scam the government for sure. I don't,
Yeah.
If it's the government, yeah, but no, they don't. No.
They don't give a fuck.
No, scamper fraud is a wild place to live, and I mean, I'm sure it happens in a lot of different places, but like,
Yeah.
they
Florida.
don't care about if you have kids, like they dropped on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
People
Drop
really they
City.
didn't care.
Chicks used to come to my house, bro. Like, motherfuckers was just sending, like around 2010, motherfuckers was sending checks to random ass houses
And go check the
scope out
mailboxes.
motherfuckers'
Yeah, and
just
check the
see-
mailboxes.
I'm like at the crib, random ass. What the fuck is this from? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mama just throw that shit in the trash.
That's crazy.
It was like,
Oh, well, good
Yeah.
for her. But throwing in the trash. That's a 10, 20, 30, 40, 70.
Yeah.
they cash them right there at Rush over there by the Winn-Dixie. They split them shit. You get 30%, they take 70.
Yeah.
It's like,
You know, somebody be saying they, but it's really them.
And that's crazy. No, that's crazy that the store was in on it.
Yeah.
yeah, but like they take the risk. It's
They
$10,000
did.
check. I'm gonna take
Yeah,
seven
I'm gonna
bands.
take 7. Yeah,
I'ma
and
give
for
your
you
ass
to get that 3.
What the fuck you gonna do? Like you have no other choice.
That's
But
true.
you want to cash it? Bitch, it ain't your fucking money, nigga.
Yeah, it was no. It
I'm
was
just
definitely
doing my
a wild
job.
time. It was
I
definitely a
knew it
wild
was
time.
bad when a lot of the corner stores, the ATMs started running out of money at the corner
Oh
store.
yeah, because everybody was
Going up with the card,
yeah,
and then it
for
was like
sure.
the ATM is out of money. I was like,
And hitting, I'm talking about they be hitting them down the road. I was jet set with one of the girls that went to jail too. Anyway, I was just using, I was kind of gay then, so I was just using it all up. I loved it for me. Anyway, we going down the street, and she just got us riding around. One time, once I realized what was happening. Oh,
Man, Jayla.
yeah. Once I kind of realized what was happening, I was like, girl, I'm not walking in no more of these stores. Like, you like,
Yeah,
do I want
yeah.
something? No, bitch.
no, it was
Don't want nothing. You can bring me
accessory, off rip accessory.
like, no, thank
Taking
you.
both of y'all down.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what she got going on. I don't. She don't give me nothing. I don't know nothing.
Niggas doing drops just to go buy fucking Sharkleys and fucking Remy bottles. Bitch.
Excuse me?
Sharkleys and
Sharkleys,
Remy
the
bottles.
The Nikes.
Nike Sharkleys. You don't want sneakers like that. So you
Okay.
Sharkleys.
It's crazy.
Sharkleys and Remy bottles. Nah, it was a wild time, man.
No, strip clubs was crazy then. There was men just standing around with like this much money in their hands. I wish I was like really on some gangster stuff.
I did too. I was too scared. My mama told me she'd tell on me.
Oh, she caught you doing drops.
Doing
My mama had to tell
anything.
me. I knew she would snitch on
She
mine.
legit, yeah.
My mama would tell him ass so quick.
My mom wouldn't.
My mama would
So.
tell him. Smoke her though?
Get his ass.
He in the back.
My mom would be the first one testifying. Like my daughter would never.
Yeah.
Never out.
No, it was crazy. I mean, I remember Bentleys in Jackson Heights. Like that shit was a motherfucker be flicking it up. They were like, yeah, it's mine.
So
I'm like,
crazy.
what?
It's so
I remember I seen that chrome Camaro. I say, man, this motherfucker look like Silver Surfer out there. Damn it, boy. Then it turned into like a Green Bay Packer. I think actually who was he was married or whatever to the lady that got arrested. I think that was her.
Oh, wow.
Oh well, then that makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
that makes a little bit of sense.
12 years is a long time. She missed goddamn PPP loan.
Boy.
Oh, she would have cleaned up
The
on that.
COVID
too.
checks that was
missed that
coming
motherfucker.
in.
Well, they figured
You
it
think
out
she
though.
did?
No,
Yeah.
somebody just said something to me that sound very alarming, and it very much sound like they're back on like drops. Like by the conversation that I just heard.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, and if you know somebody that got so-and-so kids, I could get them this much. And I was like,
Oh,
this is back around?
we dropping again.
Are we doing this again? Didn't
don't
you
do
just
no
get out of jail a
crime,
couple
but
years
shit.
ago?
Repeat yourself.
I do take pictures of niggas that do crimes.
No, you just can't come around me. Like, once I hear you do some real criminal activities, you're not allowed in my crib. You're not allowed around my bag. You're not allowed around Nathan
Yeah.
that has any personal identity.
When is the first time y'all realized like somebody y'all went to high school with was like really a criminal?
When nigga actually fix my credit. I fix your credit.
After drops.
Yeah. Oh, nigga, you are a
Like,
criminal.
after drops.
What?
You still out here taking social security numbers?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Real crazy.
I'll never forget. It was like, you know, one of my homeboys like, hey man, we gotta link up, man. Somebody like went to school with like, yeah man, it's cool, man. What you want? Like, hey man, hit me up, man. Shit, man. He shot me a little Instagram. That boy Instagram. That boy, the way that boy was standing, people he was standing with, boy had 20 goals. I was like, I'm a school teacher, man. I can't be going around with you, man.
I can't do that.
That was like the first time, like, damn, I can't hang out with this nigga.
People do be scam. I remember one girl, she was like, hey, I need help cashing this check. Can you take me to the bank with a whoop? I was like, yeah, okay, I think you
No worries,
I
yeah.
need $50. All right. He's like, okay, well, I need you to go in and cash it.
Oh, no, that's
I was
crazy.
like, well, I can just take it to the ATM. You know, you just
Put it
the
in the
check in
bank.
the ATM. So nah, I can't do that. I need you like go inside for me. I was like, well,
I can't
fucking
do
doing
that. I can't do that. Can't do
how
that.
the fuck would I do that? This shit firefighter now, so.
Oh,
Okay. Clearly, it didn't
What a
hurt her
good
any.
story.
I'm trying to think she catch a duck.
Yeah.
you saved her.
Yeah.
She a firefighter.
My auntie wrote me this check.
So why was
So why
that's
can't you-
real crazy?
That's wild, man.
No, it was a thing. I worked at Walgreens for a long time, and they used to come because it was like right in on Armenia outside of West Tampa. So they would come in there with their drop
Green
cards.
Yo, yeah, because y'all had the ATM right by
And
the
try
door.
to buy, but not even that. They were trying to put it onto Visa cards.
Oh yeah.
So they were using the green dots and buying a whole bunch of gift cards so they could resell the gift cards. So they remember the scam. Now online, there was a gap where they were selling gift cards for half the price.
Oh yeah.
So they were going and transferring the money over to gift cards and then like reselling the gift cards. So it's like another way to get the money out without it being cash because there was a way that the cash works too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your name's on it, so it's like buying
Yeah,
the gift
yeah,
cards.
without the gift-
So
yeah.
Niggas is
yeah,
smart.
but don't worry about it because I worked overnight and hey, we call the credit card company with every transaction. So
Niggas
Crazy.
is smart.
Wild times, man.
Nigga, get money, boy.
Yeah.
Good money.
not on my watch.
And
Geraldine will not be calling here in the morning saying, I just got a $7,000 charge at Walgreens. It'll be on my shift. That they will try to spend $3,500 on the gift cards. I'm telling you, like they were really like trying to
Damn.
swipe crazy for the gift cards. It
$3,500
was
on a
really
gift
crazy.
card?
Like
You would
500,
travel,
500,
see, working
500.
in
It
DC,
used to be
like,
crazy.
bro, month would come with 15 carts of fucking groceries.
Yeah.
that's
If it ain't the first, like
insane.
I'm used to that shit. Food stamps coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Motherfucker, it's goddamn. It's the 27th.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you have all this fucking food? Bro, what is going on?
And how do you have this much? Why, where's it
Bag this shit
go?
up. I'm mad as a bitch. Motherfuckers paying the cash trying to stun on me. Bitch, I'm 17 years old. We don't give a fuck about this fucking money. I gotta go to school tomorrow.
Oh man.
I want to transition, talking about like, kind of like your come up in the city. I know a lot of people maybe seen you do all types of things. I know you mentioned like you been in music videos, you performed, and all of that. Some people just know you as the person that throws events. So like, tell us about like who Novacane is and like how did you get started as Novacane, or how you came up with the name Novacane.
Oh, okay, easy. So there's no real dramatic story. I wish that there was a story. So I've never used my name online for real.
Right.
So if you know my name, good for you. If you spell it, even better for you.
Right.
Love that for you. But yeah, I've never really used my name online. I would like to say the main reason is because I used to fight and I never wanted anybody to be able to find me online by my name, especially like once I started working and stuff like that. And it did work for me because I got into a lot of situations and nobody ever knew my name. It was always like this random. Anyway, so I went from like MySpace and it was like a name. And then we get over to like, you know, Facebook, and I had like 8 names on Facebook.
Okay.
So if you remember the Milwaukee Washington era,
I feel like I seen that. I feel like I seen
slightly, right? So that's like my club promotion era. So I started in the club.
that. Gotcha.
So I kind of just used to party a lot, and then I, you know, talked to Big Chris. I worked for QC, you know, Nightlife Kings, everybody really. And you know, I was like, yeah, you should have some promo girls type stuff. He pulled me and a couple other girls, and it started that way. So and just being like one of the few girls that forced him to pay me, which never happened because the girls would be in the kitchen like, how you get him to pay you?
I'm asking.
nigga.
Because I'm not about to do this unless you, what are you talking about?
Right.
So, you know, just that type of thing. So, you know, starting in the promotion world and moving around that way. So I met a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instagram pops up. My name is Novacane because of Frank Ocean song. My name is Novacane because of Frank Ocean song.
It's funny. I always thought your name was Novacane before the Frank Ocean song.
Yeah, me too.
I would love that to be the case, but it's not. The song came out. Instagram was kind of like popping at that moment.
Yeah, like
that was my
2012.
name. That's
Yeah.
the name that I dropped in. I got the tattoo a year after that. So like for real, like it really shifted from Milwaukee, Washington right into like I have model pictures. Literally, if you type in Milwaukee, Washington on Google, there are pictures of me, and then Novacane shifts right after that. Yeah. So which is not great because in terms of legacy, I have it's everywhere because I've decided to be so low key. Like I almost feel like a catfish in real life. Like I feel like a real life catfish. I don't even have like pictures of me as a kid. My mom lost everything for the most part. So like I really feel like a catfish. So like unless you know me in real life, my name is not real. You cannot really Google me through Novacane. It's just like this internet you know. So like you know me. So like I think outside of that, I feel very not like a real person.
Some people may think that's pretty cool.
This episode,
I think that shit cool. I always wanted to feel like mysterious.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be like,
but no, I hear that a lot. People say that I'm quite mysterious and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I don't really know you niggas. So for me, everything, the names, the persona, and all that stuff, kind of just felt like, you know, like a mask. I was able to put it on and stuff like that. So with it, like, there's a lot of confidence that falls inside of like what we do when we go outside. And I think that happened from the club stuff. Like you go out and you almost have to put on this persona because like I don't feel like partying all the time.
Right.
You know, but at the same time, I'm responsible to make sure you're also having a good time. We're all in a section. I can't be like, my vibes can't be off because, you know, so just knowing to rise to the occasion. It started in the promotion space. And then, you know, I went to a show in Orlando with a poet that I followed on Instagram. And I came home and read a poem out loud. And yeah, that was how Novacane the poet started.
Really?
Yeah, I just went to a show, and I already have poetry tattooed on the inside of my arm since I was 18, which is really crazy because I never really wrote in many poems. I had like 2 poems I wrote.
Okay.
But I always like wrote to self-express, so it just kind of started there. I did a show in October 14, and 6 months later, Smoke Word started.
Wow.
That's cool.
damn.
That was,
Yeah, and then we just hit 10 years in April.
man, clap up, man. 10 years, man.
You're the type of people that make the shit sound easy. You know, man, I've just been grinding, you know what I'm saying? And then you're like, yeah, man, I did X, Y, and Z, ABC,
Well,
1, 2, 3.
It is a grind, but I think that there is a space in like when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then the steps they'll just kind of like, it's like those pebbles, like you're walking on water, but like, no, like a little lily pad just came and was like, no, go this way. Okay, God, sure. So for me, it was just like, you know, I think the tattoo and then to jump into spoken word, it only felt like a manifestation of where I was supposed to be at. And I already feel like I'm quite intuitive. So for me, it felt like the right thing to do.
Gotcha.
And then around it, like, you know, there's so many artists in the city that really just need, 1, the safe space, and 2, to see somebody as an example. I'm here in real time, touring in real time, still in your face in real time, still showing up to events in real time, still in the city in real time, still for the community in real time. I'm not outside of y'all. Like, I'm an artist, but I run Spoken Word. So, like, for me, it feels like an accessible, and you can ask me a question.
Right.
I ain't never blocked
that's
nobody
true.
from asking a question. Like, we've got mad books that have come out through, you know, just that window in Spoken Words. Like, my book came out in 17. After my book, 4 people dropped a book in my group. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like there's a space in the inspiration of showing you can also do something. And I think that's been pretty dope. So no, I can't say it's easy because I want to quit on a regular basis. Sometimes like money is crazy, like COVID.
Yeah.
That was a really wild time. I've been dropped out of a few venues. Like just now, like we're out of Hefe, and I'm not even sure if Hefe actually closed its doors or they didn't close their doors. I just know that the GM left, and when I went in there on Wednesday to get my stuff, the raft lights were off and on the floor. This is Wednesday. My show was Thursday. Nobody told me that the lights were on the floor. So I could only assume. So, we made the right decision. And right now, it just feels like a smart time to recollect. The venues are kind of not exciting right now in the city.
Right.
Especially to do events where I need the seats. I've already created this upscale look to how the event looks.
Exactly.
So we can't really dial backwards and go into it. So for me, it's like I got people like, oh, you should try this, you should try that. No.
Yeah.
Club Play. That's the old Simone's. The parking lot is this big. No.
Yeah.
You passed the trying shit phase.
You know what I'm saying? If that's
I know what I want.
I need it, and if that's the case, then this might be the move past it or figure out the next step. So right now I'm just recalibrating. Like I said, taking my time with getting this book done because it's been something that needed to happen already. Even with the book, the first one was done out of almost desperation. I jumped in early. When I first got into poetry, I want to say 15, I started smoking words. By the end of, 15, I was on a tour with Punani Poets. She did HBO's Real Sex back when we were kids when the channel was fuzzy. And they did poetry on there. They had this active dancer. So she's, been in the poetry game for a very long time and she does sex-based poetry. Just so happened that my first poem was erotic. So I get to jump out inside this space. Erotic is muddy because a lot of people think sex is easy to talk about. But it's not that easy to be entertaining and to be good at talking about something without making people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, not making it vulgar.
I want you to make you feel, no, it's absolutely vulgar. Sorry. I want you to feel something, right? You need to feel something, but not in a space where it's just why do I feel cringy? This is almost like a cringe moment. So when I jumped out, I got to jump out with her, and it was just like I said, I got so many experiences so early on that I was able to just she had merchandise. I know I need merchandise. If I'm only getting paid $150 to be with you, which is it's not much, and that's the poetry game. When you think about an event. It's really hard to I got to pay the DJ, I got to pay security, I got to pay for the venue if the venue got to get paid for. Then I got artists, and then I got the people that are included in the event. So it's really hard to pull sometimes the funds for certain things, right? So I get it. So at 150, I'm just jumping out. I'm like, this is dope. I'm getting paid to do poetry. I don't give a fuck. Right. So it's cool. But I knew that I needed something else to make more money. So I dropped the book. Cool. And then we got merch. Cool.
Got merch.
And then we got people that see how dope you are and believe in what you're doing. And I have a designer that did all the Smoke and Words logos. She's in California. Big designer, Oakley, Disney. She worked for everybody. Oh, wow. So, she did the Smoke and Words logo. She's done, the logos, the serial lover, all my merchandise logos, everything for me, and gifted me my laptop. I do all of our graphics for Smoke and Words. The only reason I could do that is because I was gifted a free laptop with everything inside of it. Photoshop, InDesign, everything inside. So I was able to learn everything I needed to learn. Like I said, when you're moving, the stuff comes.
Yeah, that's true.
It just comes. So I wanted to be easier or whatever, but right now I'm out of work. So, when you was come, I was like, okay.
What am I going to talk about?
No, but I
I'm booking now videos, photos, poems. Yeah.
No, but I did see the hiatus post, and as my team knows, I've been having issues with the venues. Like you said, the venues in Tampa right now are not in the best shape.
They're not.
Right, and but I have so many different people that come to me and yo, you the person that we need to da-da-da-da. And it's well, no. I appreciate those words, but I don't think you realize that these venue managers, they don't think the same, right? So I'm trying to do these things, and it's very difficult. So when I saw that, I was like, man, I would love to talk about this. Yeah. And usually I probably hit a quick DM yo, what's going on? But I realized, you also was hey, let's talk about booking. I don't want to talk about that right now.
I'm super I advocate for how I feel. Do not bother me if I don't want to be bothered. Also, if I know that I have a funky energy, so if I'm testy and you bother me while I'm testy, it can blow up. Yeah. And some people have seen it and it's been nasty. So I just try to be mindful of how that ribbons.
No, when I saw that, I was respect, because I be feeling the same way. So I was I
just found this out today. And I'm talking about it's bitches that I don't even talk to on a regular basis. My phone on Do Not Disturb. Why would you call me 2 times to break through the Do Not Disturb? Don't answer. Call me on Instagram. Don't answer. Then comment inside my story about a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because people just fucking nosy. That's
really what they call the saying.
Yeah.
And send me a bad idea, a venue that's literally smaller than where we are now, with couches that block and a bar and a like.
I know how that is. So I know that, like, I knew if I've gotten that shit before,
Yeah.
I know she got that shit tenfold. I was like, I'm
it's just Aggie.
Yeah, it was shocking when I saw it because
Yeah.
I was like, damn, what happened?
Yeah.
And
I
I
know
know-
shit I don't barely know.
and I know
I see the same time y'all see the
I know some people come
See the
from.
same-
Some people may think they're coming from a good place, and maybe they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they don't maybe realize how that could just make me feel in that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just kind of like, yo, like.
Nigga, I'm annoyed. Leave me the
Yeah.
fuck alone. And I
Yeah.
said that, so it's all good. That's what I'm saying. I appreciate the people that read that or even gave me like the week to like recalibrate. Like, yo, you want
Yeah.
to talk about? I don't give a fuck. But like the fact that everybody's about to reach out at the same time, you got to realize what's happening. It's like somebody
Yeah.
having a death in the family. Don't call my phone.
Yeah, because one thing, like, you have to make a post because people supposed to come to the event tomorrow. So I have to
Yeah.
say
I
something.
have to make a. The craziest part about it, I found out on Tuesday. I couldn't even post till the people quit. So I'm waiting for them to go quit and turn their keys in before I can even make a post. So I'm
God
just sitting here
damn.
on eggshells,
Yeah.
not able to post with people reposting the flyers, reposting the da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, yo, what's up? Y'all let me know something.
But you have to understand, you've seen our situation.
Yeah.
These venues,
Yeah.
when they change management, it's
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they don't
it'd be
care.
Wild Wild West.
Yeah,
They're-
And you would think that they would tell you, hey, we're changing management.
Yeah.
Or, hey, we have some changes coming up. Whiskey shut the doors and sold the club the day of our event,
Damn.
23.
Don't let you be their money maker too. You and them making them good money, they don't care,
They
bro.
don't care.
Yeah.
They do
They
not
ain't finna
care,
say
man.
shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, I saw that and I was just like, as I'm currently going through that, I was like, man, I wonder I just wonder like what is on your mind, or like how do you transition from here? But before we even get too deep into that,
Right.
I do want to talk about like just your journey with Spoken Words. Like
Right.
like you said, you went to a poetry show, came back, read some poems, and was like, yo, I want to do this.
Yeah, for sure.
And then like your path just started to open up. And when did you realize like, all right, I want to help more creatives?
So the first show I did, my poem wasn't received well. And it's, it took me a second to like not be like super bothered by it, because now it's just like everybody ain't got to fucking eat your art. Like
Right.
it's cool.
Yeah.
But so I get on the stage, you don't even ask me for a sample. So you just say, hey, I can perform. I get on the stage and it's like some actually like really like renowned poets on the stage. So it's my first time performing, and I get up here and I'm like the opening act, and my mouth is vulgar. I curse, I do. No, I wasn't really an erotic piece then, but I'm talking about my shift through being gay, through not being gay, through men, through daddy issues. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just very raw. When I get off the stage, the promoter was like, the owner didn't like your set. So I just walked past him and go to the back where my friends are. I sold 40 tickets. This was in the bottom of the Jazz House at the time.
Okay.
So it only fits 95 people with the stage and stuff.
That's
I sold
half your
of the
crowd.
room.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So I'm just going to walk to the back because this could go bad. And again, you know what I'm saying? So I just walk and we clear. Even make an announcement like, hey, y'all don't leave because she's done. Because my group is this room.
Right. Yeah.
So once I seen how much money, he kept probably more than half of the money on the tickets. Again, I wasn't pressed. I'm just starting. For me, this feels like an opportunity. That's why I hate when artists won't sell tickets, because I'm like, and then you sell 5 tickets. Leave me alone. I sold 40 tickets my first show. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Leave me alone. So for me, I don't like that. But I think that was like kind of like that defining moment, because I was like, if this is one of the biggest places for people to do poetry, this is the pinnacle of showcase poetry in the city, and I cannot come up here and talk how I want, and this is literally like, this is my first really show experience, and I'm thinking poetry is like, poetry is free.
Yeah.
We're talking
Say
about
whatever you want.
You
Free-
talk about
free
what I
speech,
want, as long
free
as I
line.
ain't in here like just disrespecting nobody. Like, you talk about what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
So when you kind of made me feel that way, I was like, okay, that's what's up. Cool. And then Olap said, you could do this. He was one of the people that bought a ticket. There was, like I said, 40 people there, and Miko and Legit and Big Deuce, Layla, you know what I'm saying? So it was a nice amount of people that came and showed
Right.
up. He's like, you can do this. So, like I said, 6 months later, I found my venue. And not even 6 months. Well, yeah, 6. So October, and then, so April.
Got you.
For people that want to get into poetry or whatever, what would you say are like some of the beginning few steps to kind of get into it? Because some people are gifted with it.
Yeah.
But some people, like, they might have to practice to get into it. So what would you say for somebody like, I want to kind of get into poetry, start doing
Well, poetry, I feel like, is is just self-expression. So that is anytime you sit down and write, anytime you sit down and, you know, you feel like I've created some form of art here. Now, to go out and share this art with other people, that requires a level of confidence. And I think that personally, there's a lot of people that are going to say, do it scared, do it anyway. And I do feel that way. The first time I performed, I went to an open mic with none of my friends. And I performed because I wanted to hear raw emotions. I didn't like the response, you know what I'm saying, as much because I felt like it should have been better. But at that point, it was just, again, learning experience. It didn't stop me. I think there's a layer of confidence that has to come inside of it. Even if you decide to do it scared, I think you have to understand that whether people like this or not, I'm here for a reason. I'm doing this for a reason. And I think that's the biggest part. You can't go inside of poetry like, oh, I see this person is making money doing this. And that's like in anything. You can't go into it with this eye, like I see this happening for somebody else, or I see this.
Right.
Like it really has to be how you feel and how you express it, or you won't do it long. Because I've seen it on a lot of people. They jump in, they jump out. And the spoken word part is crazy, and you got to figure out how you want to be received. There's slam poetry, which is rated and judged.
Right.
You get paid. You know, and that's probably that's the easiest way for somebody to see their money turned over fast. Because in getting booked, that takes a lot of mics to go through, or it takes a very big social media presence, or it takes some sort of viral moment or some moment for somebody to have your name in their mouth for you to get booked. Because poetry is not a big platform, right? Unless you're on a big platform. Like, and you got somebody book you, or, you know, and there's certain places that some people, like Jill Scott took a poet on tour with her. That's not a very common thing for an artist. And that was George and me. So, and like I said, I've been fortunate to meet so many people. In LA, there's a big stage. They do fly poet, and he does slams and fly poet. So it's a mixture of like artists. He brought like Marsha Ambrosia on and then mix it with poets.
Right.
Crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So those are the type of big shows that you want to be in, but they're selective.
Yeah.
He's literally seen some of the same poets multiple times versus calling new people. So in that space, you have to go out there and do it for yourself. That's the biggest thing. I say you got to go out there and do it for yourself. And then in just being a really good poet, I think the practice.
Yeah.
It's like a lot in the practice.
Is it like in the mirror or going out in front of people? The
mirror for me. It's like I tell even models, like people like talk to me, and like I shoot with Narco on a regular basis. We're able to shoot quick. We can do stuff fast. I'm gonna practice my poses most of the time before I come, unless we move a little differently. So with other people, especially when we're outside, you got to practice the pose. I can't just be standing out here. A bitch want a mirror everywhere. I can't have that. So I need to know what my body looks like. I need to know how to position it. I need to know these things. I tell people all the time, when you memorize a poem, it's like, if I know the words to a song, now I can focus on my body dancing.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm focused on reading the word, I'm in church, I'm trying to read the words, I can't even groove properly. I can't close my eyes and get into the word. I can't do the thing. But if I know the words, I could fully just like engulf myself inside this moment, inside the art, and really get into it. So I think like the performance aspect for me, it depends on what kind of poet you want to be. Some people just want to be in a book, and you never have to touch a stage.
Yeah.
Like, you never ever have to
speak to the whole practice thing too. That's one of the gems, like I even talked to Jazz about with your platform, right? As an open mic, like we've seen plenty of different open mics around the city of Tampa. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that definitely with my come up as an artist, the difference I saw in your platform was there was this type of like a casualness of like the crowd. Like you got a lot of like casuals that come every week. You know what I'm saying? To the point where like we don't know each other outside of here. We might not even speak outside of here, but when we in this building, it's like, oh, what's happening? You know what I mean? You start just familiar with everyone.
Phases,
yeah, you got your regulars, and then it's to the point where you want to consistently come back to like practice, because now you're getting feedback from like your fam. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, yo, you're getting way better with this poem. Or like you're getting way better with your vocals on this song. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So or like I want to test out. I've performed at Smoking Words a couple times and practice songs that I never even put out. But I was like, I just want to try this. You know what I'm saying? I just like, now to this day, I tell artists that now, like, hey, if you want to go to this open mic and practice this song, get your performance ready.
Your breath.
Yeah.
They can't breathe. I'm like, like ain't moved nowhere, ain't did nothing, and can't breathe. I'm like, oh, okay. So just imagine you try to give somebody a 15-minute set and you can't breathe in one song.
Yeah.
Like, so no, for sure, the practice of it, stage presence, like reading the room. I think that that's a big thing too. Like, yes, there's some shows you go to and your performance is set, but like as a poet, you got to go inside of a room and be able to read a room and say, okay, the poem I thought I was going to perform is not going to work tonight.
Yeah.
It's not going to work tonight. It's a lot of white people in here tonight.
That's the reality.
Or it's a lot of
People want to perform and stuff and have like, I want to perform for 15, 10 minutes. You get on there, you got 2 minutes. You like, oh, this shit is.
Yeah.
This shit feel like
Them
30
minutes,
days.
them minutes feel long.
Can this time hurry up and finish?
2 minutes is a lot.
God damn, I'm terrified right now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
How does somebody know that they're not good? The reason I'm asking is because poetry is that I've been in spoken words before, and
Right.
one thing y'all always say is respect the mic.
Right.
Right? But in other venues, whether it's comedy or whether you're rapping, if you're not good, motherfuckers be like, boo,
Yeah.
fuck off the stage. But
That's not what kind of
that's not a
place this
thing
is.
y'all
Yeah.
do. So how does somebody know that they're not necessarily good? Because when you perform, usually that feedback
Yeah.
is right away.
Well, I don't know if that's really our job. For the
Okay.
open mic is for us to let you know if the track is good or not. I think our job, and I say that as spoken words as a whole.
Yeah.
My job personally is that person. I will go and point you out and say, oh my fucking gosh.
Don't come back.
No, I speak very highly of people, so I think the people that haven't caught that are the people that realize that maybe they have to work on it. Because I've had somebody come and say, I'm gonna perform one day, and you're gonna walk up to me and you're gonna say that was crazy. And then one day I did do it to him. And I remember, and it happens like that. But I think people notice more than anything. They notice who I pay attention to. So when you notice who I'm paying attention to and you're not getting that type of attention, you're going to try to do something to rise to that occasion. Now, again, I can't be that defining mark, but the open mic is not for that. It's for the practice of it. It's for the artist to come out and get the comfortability of being on the stage, whether you are received well or you're not received well. I want you to also come here and realize maybe I should try a different mic. This might not have been the space, because there's like mics that are softer and more for like, so, and it's not to say, there's something wrong with it. It's just like we do a lot of rap, we do a lot of cursing, we do a lot of smoke. It's higher. The energy's higher. So some of those places are a lot more like peaceful and calmed out. So I'll just ship them over there. And when it doesn't fit, I ship them. I'm like, hey, I think you might fit a little better over here.
And you start to feel the response from the room. Like maybe your first time, people are like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Respect. You was brave enough to come out here, share that. But your third or fourth time, it's like, yo. Like,
they're coming to talking.
You did your thing, brother. Even the person that come on after you might be like, yo, shout out to so-and-so, man. That was raw. You know what I mean? Like,
and they do that a lot. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think the event is for that. And I think that's why the energy is so... It's beautiful inside of there. It's nice. And I want everybody to feel welcome.
I've seen some people out there that was like, yo...
We saw a lot.
What's going on?
I've seen a lot. And low key, but when it happens though, I also say this though. Me and Bar God have been, we're pretty good with our, our relationship. Yeah, I love that little nigga. We're pretty good in how we like communicate and operate. Like if we know there are certain people that come in and they don't do well, but you wind up deep on the list, it's unfortunate, but we're gonna have to bring you up to the top of the list because we can't have you breaking up a good chunk of performance. And people get mad. They're like, well, I didn't sign up there. I'm so sorry, but we have to kind of also curate the list for the audience. It's different and I've had people say, some guy argued with me outside. He called a nigga from Orlando, was like, this girl trying to tell me, and I said, if you ever try to call somebody on me again, like, what's wrong with you? Like, you are,
this is my event.
I can do what I want. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, that's not how it goes. Where's the rule book?
Yeah.
Damn.
I do want to ask though, like, is Bar God the longest standing host you've had?
Yes.
So how did that connection come up? Because I remember seeing different hosts before. JT brought him?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
JT brought him in. So I was the host first. I love JT, not JT. I was the host first, and then somebody else was the host. And then she was not the host.
Oh, okay.
And then it was me as the host. And then JT came in, but JT had already been coming to Smoke Words, you know. So pretty much as I kind of filled in that little gap, he was kind of like co-hosting with me, helping, assisting. So we were kind of doing it together until I just walked off the stage and was like, you got it. Bow.
Right.
And then I guess JT, once he started really getting fully into the production and stuff like that, I don't know if it happens to me. It messes up your creativity because you're hearing too much. Between the poetry, between the ideas, it's a lot, and it's hard not to mimic or regurgitate the way you say, well, whose flow is who's first. It's really hard if I'm coming to the open mic and I hear you every week. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard when, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little hard to sometimes, especially when you're trying to find
yourself,
your sound.
your sound.
So yeah, JT, he was there for a second, and I say it to say, you know, he was there for a nice chunk of time, and JT was great. JT has like a very corporate, professional way that he hosts. And it's really refreshing. Like he seems like a very good person. Like he's just a good guy, you know. So I love that for him. But now, you know, full production. He owns the studio. Love that for him. I love to see people shift and move. But he brought Bargot in, and he literally just passed the mic over. And at first, Bargot looked pretty rough.
Really?
You know, he looked a duff. I call him a former hobo-sexual. Make sure we didn't put the homo, because he's such a ladies' man. But the homosexual part. So he's okay with it. It's totally cool. But yeah, it's funny because I even do this on stage at Smoke and Words because we had a whole jokey moment because I had to bench him for like a month because he decided to send his stuff out in a mass message or wherever he sent it at, and it bounced back to my phone.
Oh no!
Like on some, I don't know who you sent it to or why I got sent there, but it bounced back to my phone. Were you that careless? I don't know. But I say it to say, it didn't just bounce to my phone. I'm sure who bounced it to my phone bounced it.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying? So it's just floating. And I'm just like...
Ain't no way.
Meanwhile, one of the people that are supposed to be performing... Ooh, there was a hole there. One of the people that are supposed to be performing that Thursday, he's hosting, and that's who he sent. So I don't think that it was supposed to go there. So per him, it went to he hit it to the wrong person.
Right.
The wrong name. And it's just very
Come on,
similar names. And so I had to bench him. I had to bench him for like 6 weeks because I was like, that made me uncomfortable. It's going to make the girl uncomfortable.
Right.
And you can't do that.
Right.
You can't do that. You need to be a lot more mindful in this space. Like I can't have you doing that. Now it's like unsolicited. Like people ain't gonna come here because you're being fucking weird. Like you can't be no weird nigga.
Yeah.
Once a nigga weird, it's hard to shake that. It's hard
you can't
to shake.
be no weird nigga. He's different. He's just his own person. Bargot wears dress shoes and will literally dance and plie around in the strip club. Okay? He does spin moves in the strip club. He told me one time somebody gave him money to give to the strippers. He paid the stripper $100 and he rapped for 4 hours. I said, you paid her $100 to rap to her?
I always see.
But who sits there for you to rap till the club closes?
I believe everything you say.
You need to bring this because he's gonna tell you all these stories, and it's gonna be so funny.
I always see him in the most like weirdest moments. Like I got stopped by like one of the Nation of Islam niggas. They be like, brother, you know the 12 tribes or whatever. He walked past me. He's like, oh, they got you, brother. They got your brother. They got
and
your
I'm
brother.
sure he had a black in his hand too.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, they got you.
No, he's really a funny guy. But just as a host, he's good. He has the improv part. He understands the crowd.
Yeah.
The freestyle is there. You know, the dance. He's just really, his energy is there. So like, I don't know how I would replace him.
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
dope, man.
He's really one of a kind.
Yeah, he hosted our Sermons Fest in 2023.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what he's talking. Okay,
Yeah,
I assumed that was him.
Yeah, so he was same thing. He was rapping. Anytime there was opportunity.
Oh, that nigga, hey, man, put a beat on. Oh.
Yeah.
So we're gonna change your name.
My name is Raul.
That nigga don't look like no fucking Raul. I'm like, hell, nigga.
Give me a name tag. What should I change it to?
Exactly. Oh, hey. Yeah, slander the DJ.
Yeah, no, he's a cackle. But yeah, no, he's the longest running host. And a lot of the people that started with us have been there too. Like Donnie Love came in like early on, like 15 probably when I first started. Like she's been around for a long time. 15, 16. Yeah, it's really crazy just to see how many people, and like for 10 years of hitting, to see how many people have just hung around so long. It's really
For
a
real. That's a feat too, just to be around for 10 years. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of
Weekly.
platforms that came
Weekly.
and go.
Came and
Weekly.
went. Yeah.
Some people 10 years monthly, you know what I'm saying? So weekly is like a feat. And I think that, like, one, I just want to say that I'm extremely proud of you.
Yeah.
Inspired by you. Like, I learned so much from your platform. And I just encourage so many other people. I always mention you are one of many that I mention when it comes to just like women in the area or just period, that are just like creating these worlds of opportunities and how they move and everything. So
And money. I think I don't talk too much about like how much the income part that I've been able to curate in the last 3 years, like, you know what I'm saying, has been. But the idea that like as a self-employed poet running an open mic has touched 6 figures, not collectively in 3 years, each year. That's for me, it's
tough.
really crazy. And I don't share too much in that space because my taxes aren't together. So we probably should cut that out. Probably cut that out.
But no, but like I said, it's been really cool to watch. Like I said, just seeing so many people come from that platform or grace that platform. I do want to ask you, put you in the hot seat though.
Oh fuck.
Who are, I would say, like your top 3 performers you ever had at Smoking Waters?
Fresh P.
Fresh, he's dope.
Hands down.
Definitely one of the top performers
His
I've ever seen.
costumes are outlandish, and I want him to get a better costumer. That's where I'll leave that. But performance-wise, it's
He knows what
chef's kiss. Like,
knows what he's doing.
between the calm songs, he got some where he does it. He rapped to his mom, and it's a piece between, you know, and she's up there crying, and he really brings in a whole feeling.
Yeah.
It's a really beautiful thing to see.
I know you named me your favorite, but I also want to share that, like, it was this thing on Instagram with QC Media with the whole Dolce thing, and it was like, people don't realize, like, you know, you hear the Dolce industry playing stuff like that. It's like, yo, Dolce's been around and, and she was definitely like on your platform, and like people don't see that or know that. It was like, you don't know who be gracing these stages, bro.
No,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
But being able to like create the platform to give these people that opportunity to like work on those skills, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
It's just-
no, Doja was never working on skills when she came. I paid her every time she came. And that's just that on that.
Nah,
She
for
was
real, I paid
already
her
too
too.
good. That's what I'm saying. She was already too good.
I
Like
had
it
to
was
pay
almost
her.
like you seen it on her.
Yeah.
Like when I say like you could see it on her, it was never a moment. I was just like, what's the ticket?
yeah.
What's the ticket? Matter of fact, I still got the email from the time she asked me to shoot in the clothes. That's when I say, like, from that first moment, it was just like, no, you could see her work ethic on her.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
could see it on her. You could see it on her already. So it was nothing.
I was one of the
It was
only
nothing.
people that was on time for sound check when we did Tampa B weekend.
Damn.
One of the only people that came.
No,
had
she's absolutely
Yeah.
she's absolutely amazing. I'm so happy to see like where she went. Before she dropped the project, I was scared.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you up. Before she dropped the alligators,
Yeah.
I was kind of nervous because it was like Katy Perry. Then it was like that other song, and I was like, is she about to go pop on us?
Yeah.
I was really
I
scared.
was thinking
And
that
before
too.
it dropped, I was like, we get a bum up through that. Get a bum. Come on, what you talking about? I used to be in the car with that bitch on max. Volume. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the idea that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that made me nervous. Now we're here, and I'm like, nah, she deserves
Yeah, she
everything.
does.
Like,
Right.
She
And
does.
it's,
She does.
it's just so crazy to see just like
Yeah.
where she's at right now. I'm just
Yeah.
like, wow, like I seen that. I probably wouldn't be able to book her for the same price I booked her before.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But,
Absolutely not.
Man, like just amazing to see that. And
In terms of favorites, I don't want to, because I don't want to
Yeah.
lose it, right?
yeah.
I can't think of it anymore. But a lot of people put on really, really good shows.
Right,
but
right.
I don't want to be that person that's just like, oh, I'm about to like, I know Fresh is like,
Yeah, I've seen them.
he's on the top of the list. And I think anybody putting together like a stage set and stuff like that, like you almost like, it's got to be a thing. And there's a few people that's going to go out their way, like Janelle. Janelle has dancers. She puts together a really good stage, like a stage performance. More than anything, like I like the curators that put the events together, and that's what I could really speak to. Like Sing Main that does Rhapsody
Yes,
Suite.
yes.
So Tremaine and Rhapsody Suite is such a phenomenal show. It's really hard to just like pinpoint like certain, like if I wanted to pick a singer, because that whole show is just such a great show,
Yeah.
right? Who was your favorite?
Wow.
I want to say you talking about that I seen it at like Smoking
In
Words?
the city.
Oh, just in the city?
Yeah.
I want to say I want to say Taylor Moon.
I know he was gonna say
Taylor
Taylor.
Moon.
You saw my lips. I hope it caught me saying it at the same time.
Taylor Moon, but also and I hate just like always like pitting them together, but like Monet.
Yeah.
Monet is like every
She's
time I
really
see
fire.
her, every time I see her, she's getting better. Like
No,
she's
she's
all
fire.
like performing, singing, rapping.
Singing, the singing.
Yeah.
When she added that singing in there, I was like, oh, you out of here.
She's fire, and I think her visuals are really good. We saw her perform at Smoking Words, and I think about like I just think like when she has all the effects together, I know it's gonna like
Yeah.
really be like that next thing. Like I would probably have to go see her do like one of those unplugged shows.
Yeah.
With like a band, like a just sit her down. Like I feel like that would just like suit her so well.
Yeah.
But no, she's really good. And Taylor Moon is fire too. She
Yeah,
does a great
like-
job with performing. Her music is dope. No, definitely dope artist. I didn't want to get crazy because I have a lot of people in my Smoking Words window, and that's why I can't just like name
No,
them
no,
outside
yeah,
of
I
you.
feel you.
So I ain't want to be that person. Yeah, I ain't want to be that person. But not just Doechii though. Like there's so many people in the city that are just doing so many things like outside the music space. Like I want to call him Noble Nose. Jamil.
Yeah.
Jamil on TV.
Yeah.
Darius J is on The Voice right now. He was at Smoking Words for years, singing on a regular basis, and he's on The Voice. He just, made it at least to like the top 5 or something. They might be off now.
Right.
Siobhan.
Yes.
Siobhan actually is one of my favorite
Yeah,
performers.
she's really good. She's really good.
And that's easy. I met Siobhan. She came into Smoking Words in like 15 and doing
plays
her
the guitar?
Yeah.
doing her original music and stuff like that. And I just went on a cruise for my birthday, and she literally was the headliner, one of the headlining bands, and
damn.
she performed every night. I was on the cruise for 5 nights. She performed every night from like 10 to 12. And I went every night.
No, she's raw. She's raw though. She's raw.
And it's so fire with the band, and it's just amazing. Like she's really, really a dope performer. But like Doechii has really hit like a crazy
Yeah.
high mark.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy. But like I feel like it's coming for me. Mark my words right now on this podcast that because there's a Smoking Words Grammy, and we're gonna get this done.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get it done.
Nah, I feel that.
I love that.
Cause y'all been killing it for a long time.
Absolutely.
I think I went to one of the earlier shows when y'all was like off of Armenia somewhere.
Yeah, it's real early.
Yeah, so I remember going there, and then I just remembered the setup or whatever, and then some dude came and did comedy.
It wasn't good. Oh man.
It was not, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all was still respect the mic, all of that stuff. But
Let
and
me
it
tell
was which
I've
was
been doing
cool.
more comedy now too.
Yeah. I was trying to get more inside the building. DC went from doing music to comedy. DC 813, and he's really funny, which is crazy because he was doing music, and now he just jumped into comedy, and he's really flipping funny. So I definitely wanted to try to get some more comedians inside because we do get a lot of rap, we get a lot of poetry.
Yeah.
So to get some more of the comedians like in the building. I mean, you say that the respect the mic thing is there, but like when I'm fired up, it's bad. One guy hasn't come back because I said he was shaped like Shamar.
Wait a minute. This is after he got off the stage.
He was on the stage still.
She giggled him off the stage.
You cut that man on the stage.
I did heckle him off.
What's been
Oh,
the
you
moment-
pulled him off.
I heckled him off.
That's when you choke him off the stage.
that's hilarious.
It was barely
That's the kind of
hilarious
shit I
because he
pay to
hasn't
see.
been back.
I'll pay to see that.
No, people were actually quite. They were like, "Why you did him like that?" And then it made me feel bad afterwards. And he hasn't come back.
Wait. Was he that bad? Or
No, it was really
Was
bad.
he that
It was
bad?
really bad. But like, he has like, his name's Pocket Knife. Sorry, Pocket Knife.
That's a joke right
I
there.
just wanted to apologize to you publicly in case you might see this because you haven't been back. Just a
Pocket Knife.
secondary.
Check out my Pocket Knife.
Anyway, so that's his name. He does comedy, but it's like really like it's raunchy and it's where it's like cringe. Like you talking to women, like I'm talking about. It's 12 women sitting in front of you, and you're literally talking about like, and I know you like when I put my hand around your throat and that rough sex, and it just gradually got crazier, and there was nothing funny,
Like stool
Gotta
fucking
clutch
comedy.
nothing fucking
Did nobody
funny,
like turn the mic down?
nothing funny. Well, he was barely a minute and some change into his set.
Damn.
So again, the smarter thing would have been what you said, to turn the mic down or off, or gave him a flash, a light. But the smarter thing to me was to go up there and ride the hell out of them because I was like, you up here talking real crazy.
Wait.
Like any of these women
set
would
this
fuck
up
you
for
in
me.
here. You got to learn how to read the room, nigga.
Get him.
Learn how to read, so it got crazy. He got off the stage. He reassured me that he
Pocket
wasn't
knife is
upset, but he didn't
crazy.
come back.
Sorry, Pocket Knife. We didn't think that was.
We apologize.
I think he should change his name.
Change your name to Swiss Army.
I do want to ask you one last question though. I want to ask what has been like your proudest moment with Smoking Words?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years. And it's also helpful to have pictures of Doechii on my stage.
For sure. For sure.
Got to have the photo
and not
evidence.
just her. Again, it's Darius. It's Jamil. It's Liz she's on Tyler Perry shows. Yeah. So like for me, it's just like the archives to see that. I don't know what's gonna happen to me in this life or whatever, but like I just feel like we left somebody with a crazy legacy of videos, of photos, of poems, of this, something that we built. So I think that's pretty cool. I think the 10 years is probably a crazy accomplishment. That's really crazy to me. Like to hit 10 years and doing something, because like people say, people quit stuff on a regular basis. So to really just see that through, and then relationships. I've learned so much about myself as a person and how much I want to do for other people and how much I just kind of like care about other people doing well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really just not like, and it feels for a while like I was caught up in this space of like, it's Smoking Words just for me, and it's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I built it because I knew I needed a space to perform and feel free, but just as much as I need the space, other people need the space as well. So the community in it, the idea that I've been able to not work
For sure.
and make a living off of art
That's fire.
is a beautiful thing.
For a real
I don't
creative,
know how
I know
long
that's
it
lovely.
is that it lasts, but I'm okay. I feel like I got to look back and was like, if something happened to me tomorrow, I wondered just like, I think I'll be all right. Like I think I'll be all right. I think I felt like I did my deeds. I think like people will write and there'll be like movies about me. I'm like, my night with Marilyn. It'll be like that. My night with Novacane. People have like whole movies of
You about to have some fire pictures because Tyree be having flicked up. Oh my goddamn.
No, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, no.
Cool ass pictures. Do
No,
you
for
still perform?
Y'all want to see the pictures that we took in January? Tyree ain't post.
Which is hard.
I was looking at him and I'm like, I can't even believe he wouldn't even take the time to edit one of these. It's crazy. He be posting other people. I was gonna say another word, but they pretty people, I guess.
Are you mad when you got some work of yours, but he posts his own content?
He posts 80 other people, and I just be sitting there like,
Y'all gonna believe me, huh?
Crab stuff,
You gonna believe me, but you
chitlins.
can watch it. You gonna believe me.
I see one more workout video.
Oh man, do you still perform time to time? Because I
At
know
Smoking
like
Words?
you are.
Yeah, I still perform at Smoking Words. I still have moments where I'm getting new poems off, and I need to
Yeah.
hear how they're received. And that's a space too. Like, if I know I need somebody to actually listen, I might appoint like 2 or 3 people that actually care about their opinion to really take the time to listen. And I'll get the the feedback inside of there. But no, I'm trying raw poems all the time. Like, especially on slow nights, I'll get up and perform. Erotic nights, I'll get up and perform.
How often? I feel like
Erotic nights is only on first Thursdays.
it's every Thursday.
That's what everybody says, is just that the algorithm just decides to promote the sex-based stuff or whatever, or me and posting too. It's just the funnier stuff. So y'all probably skip over everything else, and then I notice when you say, "Oh, there's balls clapping on my forehead," because you read that. That's what you noticed.
I just be like, they be like, "Hey, Smoking Words erotic nights." I'm like, "Wasn't that erotic nights last week?" This is a different flyer. I know I ain't tripping, but thank you
It's
for
definitely
clarifying it.
different. Yeah, only once a month.
Yeah.
First of
What's
the
one
month.
thing that happened in your 10 years at Smoking Words? It's like, okay, I never let that shit happen.
I had drove a girl home
Pocket
because
knife.
she was so drunk. Yeah, she was so drunk. And it was that situation. It was 2 of them. She's with her sister. Her sister's laid out in the bathroom. Somebody's like, hey, there's somebody laid out in the bathroom. I'm like, great. She came with somebody. Where's the girl she came with? There's a girl she came with. Go get your sister. She's drunk. This bitch drunk too. Fuck, who's driving? You're driving? I'm driving my sister home. No, you're not. Y'all get in an Uber. I'm driving my sister home. No, you're not. You're getting in an Uber. No, bitch. I'm driving my sister home. All right, look. Hey, the police gonna take y'all home in a second.
Yeah.
And I go get Bar. I'm like, hey, man, you know these people? Cool. Please get your bitch. Yeah, take her home. he's not controlling the situation, which is normal. It's just the mommy energy in me. I have no children, just to say energy. Had to add the energy. So we get her out the bathroom. Now she's lingering at the bar, and it's the whole thing. And now they're threatening to say, we're going to call the cops because you can't drive, because bitch, you are drunk. We get her outside finally, and I get her purse out of her hand because she's very adamant about driving.
Right.
So give me those keys. Mine. Wow. So now we got her in. Sister's like, I don't want her to drive me. I'm trying to get them into this nigga car, and he's not there either. So you really shouldn't be responsible for driving anybody home either. So yeah, actually, please, you call somebody else. So I picked the girl up because I have to get her in the car. Right? I don't even pick her all the way up.
Nova, hey.
I'm trying to visualize
She
this whole
hugged me.
thing.
We in the back seat.
Nova swole.
Sister in the seat. Sister in the seat. I gotta like hug her and push her in the car, right? So we hug her and push her in.
Okay.
Hugged and pushed her. I hug her and push her in. She does exactly that. Wraps her leg around me and starts dry humping me. Right?
Oh,
so
God.
now this one, I gotta get off you. All right. So it's funny. It's Kiki's at first. So we get her in the car. My roommate's in the car too, but she got like an early flight, so she's already annoyed. Anyway, so we get her in the car, we drive her. We gotta drive her to Brandon. So we drive to Brandon, and now she don't want to get out the car.
Jesus Christ.
So the sister get out the car, she don't want to get out. Now I'm to the point where like I'm talking about like holding on to my seat. So I'm just confused because what if you don't want to get out? All right. So anyway, so I probably say get out a couple times. I'm annoyed now, so I go to yank her out. So now I'm yanking. She finally kind of comes out. So when she comes out, she does a little trip because it's like a curve right here.
Uh-oh.
So I guess, yeah. So the trip, they ain't make her happy. So when she gets up from her trip, she comes start swinging. Oh. It's like, oh. So, I do a couple of, because.
You drunk. Yeah.
So I do a couple of these. At this point, my roommate get out the car and was like, what's up? Like, so now she annoyed. So we trying to, meanwhile, the sister done ran up the stairs already.
Damn.
So by the time.
Left her with y'all.
Just left her. We're parked. We parked right here. The stairs is right there. She done ran up.
I'm drunk. I'm trying to lay down.
Like, y'all figured out. You done made this your decision. Yeah. I can only imagine what would have happened to the Uber driver though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so the roommate gets out. She instantly just goes to grab the girl, like on some bitch, get off her. You're walking to the stairs. So she goes to grab her and just like almost like leading her this way. So as it happens, they both got each other. Great, wonderful. Anyway, she falls backwards on the stairs. Somehow my foot is caught up underneath.
Oh, shit.
But she got my shirt too. I think
Damn.
my roommate was trying to step on her. I was like, okay, it's getting crazy.
Dr. Octopus?
It's getting crazy. Like, because everybody's annoyed. Bitch, please let us go. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, I'm not built for this.
She was
like,
holding
leave me
y'all
alone. Yeah,
hostage.
please. So my foot's under her body. Anyway, I give her about a 3 warning shots. Like, hey, look, you got to let me go. Because my patience is wearing so thin. Sister's at the top of the stairs, like, I'm gonna go get my mom.
No, I knew y'all
You got like less than 3 seconds to figure it out, all right? You let me go. No, dink, hands.
Solution.
We shouldn't do that again. We shouldn't let that happen.
Hey, bar guy. Hey, I'm real sorry.
Oh my
so
God.
your girlfriend that I just took home.
Had the pizza and creaser.
Meanwhile, she left her wallet in my car, so I had to meet up with her the next day, and she just holding her face like this.
Yeah.
Bad. And then he got a shoe thrown at him a couple weeks following that, and his whole face was leaking.
Damn.
That's why I don't take people home no more.
So, it happened at the club. The girl pulled up after I left
Oh, wow.
and threw a shoe at him. So it just be stuff like that. But for the most part, like we don't deal with too much stuff. If somebody has a problem, for the most part, people have been welcome back. I had somebody get arrested because they were so drunk, and I'm talking to the point where we ain't even try to get her arrested. We tried to get her in an Uber.
Oh.
She decided she wanted to get in her car and turn the keys when the police got there. Police arrested her.
Oh, shit.
Well, it ain't have nothing to do with us, right? And again, it's not to say. I called the first person I know connected to her because I was like, hey, man, she don't even know anybody in the city. She got arrested. Want you to know. And the girl comes back. She still comes out. I beat somebody up at a pride parade one time. She still comes to smoke words.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
People be drunk.
No, she wasn't drunk. She was sober.
People need to get beat up.
That part. So for me, it's just like, I don't like to be inside of that energy at all. So like little shit like that. Now it's just like, no, this is outside of I can't do this. I'm not taking nobody home. from Smoking Words. We ain't dating inside of the Smoking Words. We ain't doing none of those things.
Hey,
so
man.
for me,
Hey, Novacane for celebrity boxing
Look.
in the city. Them hands are certified.
ain't.
Nah, man.
They're
She's
retired.
so special.
They're retired. So retired.
No problem.
So retired.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to communicate with Jada. On fault.
It's
But no,
okay.
before we got here, we wanted to just give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? Say that we appreciate
Hey.
you for all you've done.
Thanks. I
Make
love
sure you cut the
flowers.
stem at an angle.
Yeah, I got this.
know what
Don't
I'm
worry about
saying?
it. I'm based up at the house. Based up, super based up, double based up.
Yeah, come at an angle. I don't be doing that. Cut them off. Put that little powder in that bitch.
A little powder.
No, we
I
just
just put a powder. That's it. Lasts for 2 whole days. So.
we wanted to give you your flowers for being on
Nah,
our
for
platform
real.
and just for what you do for the community
For killing
and being
it,
an
like,
example
for
of
so
just
long.
as a creator. So with that being said, clap it up one more time for Novacane. It's episode 152 of the Beats and Chill podcast. We out. Peace.